question for y'all, and this is no attack. Can I say something without y'all thinking that I'm attacking somebody? Can I say something? I got a serious question because I got a serious question. Can I ask y'all a question? And I'm serious. And I would like some people to come in and talk to me too. I'm gonna do a show on this soon. Hold up. I got a question. Y'all don't go nowhere. I got a question for everybody. And I hope we got some Europeans in the show. I got a question. I was watching Sinetta TV the other day, and he had a brother on there who was married to a European so-called white woman, but he says he's fighting for the quote-unquote black liberation. Is it possible for a brother to be married to a European, involved with a European, and fight for quote-unquote black liberation or Asiatic, more, whatever, liberation? Is it possible? I'm going to put the link in here. I would like to hear this commentary because I was listening to the commentary on Sinetta. I'm not going to give my opinion. I want to hear this commentary on here, and I'll do a show on it later. Is it possible for you to be, and I hope we can get somebody come in here and and I hope we can get somebody to come in here and express that. Don't be scared. Don't be scared because this is a conversation. And I'm telling you, this was the other day. This was the other day on, and my man Ani is in here tonight. This was the other day on Sinetta TV. And I say, you know what? Let's ask my audience about this. You know what I'm saying? Got my good brother Ani up in here. What's up, big bro?
What's up, dog? Yeah, man, I just had to come through. I had to put my 2 cents in, but lately I've been seeing like a lot of white people actually know that black people are like the chosen ones pretty much. And we have like better genes. So like some white girls actually like try and get with a black dude simply because like she knows that like white people are sort of like artificial people. And I'm not trying to be rude to any white people, but I do think that you can't be married to a white woman. Not that I'm interested in that, but you can't be married to a white person and still fight for black liberation. Because I was watching a video, I think like today, about this white dude. He was saying like how black people are actually like the chosen ones, like the real Jews and all that. So some white people do know that. Sorry, and they will support us like 100% of the way. Because man, I hate to say it, but we're about to take this world back. We're about to take over again as bros.
Do you believe that you could be married or involved with a European and fight for quote unquote our liberation?
Yeah, 100%.
So explain it.
Like, I mean, there's some white people that just love black people for like whatever reason. Whether it's like our genes or some people it's like the way like melanated people look, and I don't know, they're just like they'll stick with us no matter what. You know what I mean? Like once again, they know we have like better genes and all that, but yeah, it can definitely happen. I mean, I've had like white people tell me that they think that they're like genetic mutations from black people, so which is not exactly the truth. They're like a mutation from like I think it's called like an albino Dravidian, which is not exactly a black person, but you know what I mean? That makes sense.
I'm listening to you, brother. I'm just listening to you because I find it I don't know, brother. I just want to hear what people say, man. That's where I'm at right now. I just want to hear what people say, and I'm gonna do a show on it later. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to do a show on it later. I want to put this in the chat real quick. Let me fix my All right, let me fix that real quick. Let me bring I Want All the Smoke in. I Want All the Smoke. What do you think, brother?
Assalamu alaikum, man.
Why niggas alive, brother? What do
You
you think?
already know by my face expression, bro. You know the answer to that question. Hell no, bro.
But I want to know why though.
Why though? Because your priorities ain't where it's supposed to be. Your priorities when they
So,
supposed it ain't where it's supposed to be, bro. It's impossible. It's the same thing, bro, with me being mixed. You understand what I'm saying? So people would like in Cali, right? When you mix, you gotta choose a side, right? In the East
right,
Coast, we don't pump like that, right? Everybody's equal in the East Coast, no matter. It depends what neighborhood you live in. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
for me to be with a European and being like, oh, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third for my people, I'm backpedaling really, if you really want to get technical, because I'm diluting myself for being with this European, bro.
All right, so let me ask you this: what do you think about the fact that Black Lives Matter
We
has like a
already
bunch of white people in there?
But
that
that only
Black
asked the
Lives Matter
question
is
again.
not about black people though, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like they still like black people. I mean, I feel like
Black
interracial
Lives
couples in
Matters
there
is
and
not
all that.
about black people, bro. Where you get that from? Is
Well,
it they're only
they
about black
couldn't.
people when a cop does something?
What's that?
They're only about black people when a cop does something.
Now you're right. You're right about that, but I still feel like I don't know. It's like if they're brainwashed into believing that BLM is for black people, then they can be
I'm
brainwashed
not
into.
saying.
Know what
First
I
of all,
mean?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that nobody can mix with no other races because I'm all jammed up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But but when it comes to saying that you're gonna be, you didn't see Fred Hampton, bro. You didn't see Malcolm X, bro. They for the people, bro. They're gonna stick. You gotta stick with your people, bro. You can't be with another group of people, bro, and say that you for your people. Now there's people that accept other groups of people as black people. You understand what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
are, but they really are black. But they just a lot of them don't look past a certain thing because the European got them blindfolded, thinking that they're something that they're not. You understand what I'm saying? So if you go all the way through the Caribbean, they are the same people, but you got Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans. They all black, but you can't tell them that. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's not how they look at it. They look at it as I'm this and I'm that. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, if you have people with melanin, you understand what I'm saying? And be like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna fight for the people. Then it's something different. But you cannot. I can't sit there, bro. I love my wife, dog. My wife black. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yo, I'm gonna do it for my people, and then I got a white woman sitting right next to me. But that don't make no sense. It
no, I'm
don't.
not saying mix, but it's still possible. Like,
Is
I
it
don't know.
possible? Is it possible? Yes. Is it realistic? No.
Yeah, I'm not saying like I
Understand.
recommend that shit.
Understand. Understand. The hood. The hood. And understand what people are not gonna. What people that don't come from the hood don't understand. Right? You have conservative. Right? You have
Yeah.
conservative people. Right? And you have a lot of minorities that are now conservative. Right? Like I tell people that's conservative. You can be conservative, but you got to keep it real when it comes to the police. If
Right.
you've been in the
You
hood, you
gotta
done
keep it
been through
real all
some
the
shit with
time.
the police. Whether you broke the law or not, you still been through some stuff with the police. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
you can't sit there and be like, blue lives matter, I'm conservative, and try to act like if you brown or black and try to act like you never had no issue with the police, bro. That's a lie. That's a straight up lie. Because the
I said,
police abuse their power. Police
yeah.
abuse their power and everything. It's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing when it comes down to okay, uh, let's say my wife, she married to a white man, and she talking about she see the stuff that's going on with minorities, and she be like, okay, I'm about my people, but she's married to a white man. It doesn't make sense, bro. You can't. You can feel for your people, but you're never gonna liberate your people because you're not standing with your people. You have to be with your people in
Ah,
order to do that,
I want all the smoke going in. Oh my goodness.
bro.
Yeah.
Because
I ain't
because
gonna,
I mean,
because
I
bro,
ain't gonna
so look,
listen.
let me say
I
this real
won't,
fast.
go ahead, Ani.
So look, I just feel like this guy I was watching today. There's like this white dude that was like telling that was on Instagram saying like how black people are like the true, the chosen black people. Like there's like a lot of black people that don't not only do they not know, but they just don't even care. So I'm like, what's the point
bro,
of
the true Jews of the Bible are Moorish people, bro.
Nah,
People
nah,
getting it all confused.
well, I don't
Yes,
think
they
Moors.
are.
I don't even look into that, but
The
I
true
know they're
Jews of the
black.
Bible is what you call the so-called black man, bro. The Bible breaks it down all the way down, bro. It breaks it all the way down. If people choose not to hear the truth, that's on them. You understand what I'm saying? That's on them. But
Wait,
in
so
reality, a lot of people, it's just like when people say that the Moors sold the black man. No, they didn't, bro. That's not factual. And I'm not saying that because I pump with Tahaka. I'm not saying that, but it's not factual. There was black people there that sold their own people.
I got my beautiful sister and Dolores Taylor in the chat. She says that religions cause division, and I'm totally in disagreement. I'm in totally disagreement with that, because religion is only a vehicle. The person makes the decision. You know what I'm saying?
There's no such thing as religion, though.
Religion has no mind.
Nah,
there's no such thing as religion.
So all of religions are actually made up. Like even Christianity, what they did with Christianity, like most of Christianity is actually took from ancient Egypt.
But what I'm saying is schools of thought that we call religion, whatever school of thought it is that we label religion, whether it's Islam, whether it's Christianity, that has no mind. The person has the mind.
Yeah, of course.
The person who is orchestrating what we call religion is the manipulator, not the so-called religion. The religion has no mind. The person gives mind to the religion. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm a Christian, I will perpetuate the part that I want to use to either help people, or I can perpetuate the part that I want to use to manipulate people. It's not the religion, it's the people.
No.
It's the people.
It's the common sense of the people too.
Just because the Pope wants to have sex with little boys, you can't blame that on the religion. You have
to blame it on the individual.
Yeah, you can't blame it on the religion. But what the religion does, the religion actually takes away your power.
Individual.
So like back in the day, you see like people had like all kinds of powers, like be able to talk to animals, had like like a lot of shamanistic abilities where you can like even levitate and all this stuff.
But the thing is this. I'm gonna bring Kendrick on in a minute. But do we even understand what religion is, or do we understand religion from what the European told us it is? Do we understand what religion is for real?
People don't understand what religion is.
Everything that the European tell us, we believe that it's actual fact. Let me break down to you what religion is. First of all, Europeans did not create religion. Let's be clear. Europeans did not create religion. Europeans we created and made an adaptation of the original. Religion is mean, and I'm gonna break it down in the simplest form. It means to realign you or bind you back. That's the origin of the word, to bind you back to the source from which you was created. That's the purpose of religion.
Let me ask you this. All right, so but when did that come about?
Let me finish. Let me finish. That's what religion means. That's clear. Religion don't mean Catholicism. Religion don't mean Islam. Religion don't mean, these are paths to bind you back from the source of which you were created. Religion. That's what it means in literal sense. Now, what man does along the way of his journey, he begins to be deceptive and make religion to worship a rock. Worshipping a rock does not bind you back to the source of which you was created. So that's not religion. Man say that we're going to have sex with a bunch of women or a bunch of children and say, this is my religion. That is not religion in the truest sense. You understand what I'm saying? That's not religion.
The individual.
So we cannot allow people to take something that our forefathers created and manipulated, and then we ride the same ignorance that they created. Now, let's be clear. We're using the English language, but the essence of religion was created for the purpose for you and I to see our infirmities, to see where we weak at, check them, get ourselves in order so we can bind ourselves back. That's it.
Yeah, to realign yourself. That's it.
Now listen.
All right, so hold on. But when did it get started? Like, you notice, like, Because like I
That's
mean,
from the
we've
beginning
only
of
been doing this religion stuff for
That's from
like
the beginning of time, my brother.
from the beginning of
nah,
time.
no, definitely not. Which
As
religion
it,
from the beginning of time? Which one?
listen, from the beginning
No,
of the
not
time,
from the beginning
when
of time.
man got out of sync with nature, he had to find a way to get back in harmony with nature. That's religion in the true sense.
Pigeon.
We're still not in harmony with nature. We're still
No,
not there.
I say from the beginning of time, when man got out of harmony with nature, he had to find a way to get back in harmony with nature. That is the essence of religion.
Pigeon.
You know what in harmony with nature. Let me give you an example. I'm a vegan. You know why I'm a vegan? Because my body is made of carbon. My body is made of the earth, right? And
Right.
so what comes from the earth got to go into the earth. I'm not gonna put an animal in my body. I'm not gonna put a bug in my body. I'm gonna put the same thing that the earth is made of in my body, carbon. You understand what I'm saying? That's harmony from a physical perspective. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yep.
what I'm saying is we are so out of harmony with nature that we must get back in harmony, realign ourselves, and that's the true religion. True religion, though, we use Islam, we use Christianity in order to define how we are practicing a thing. But that doesn't mean that's the end all be all, because a person that lives in the jungles of South America, as long as he's in tune with nature, he's in tune with the universal principle of mayat, of balance. You see what I'm saying? Somebody say spirituality over religion. Spirituality and
Exactly.
religion is one of the same in its purest sense.
Nah, I don't think it's the same thing at all.
Because you don't understand what
spirituality
religion is. Look
will
up
get
what
you.
religion is. Because
Listen, but I grew up as a Christian my whole life.
and you think that's religion. That's not religion.
How is it not a religion?
No, it's not religion. That's what they told you it was. Just because you believe that a man is going to come and bust through the clouds and save you from yourself and raise everybody up in the clouds, that's not religion. They call it religion.
Like a more don't like Moors have like the same concept?
No.
So what's your religion then? Is it not Muslim?
No.
Or Islam?
Our religion is called, I like this talk. I got to bring Kendrick in. Our religion is called Islamism. And Islamism is the full developed expression of Islam. In other words, Islam means peace. It's the full developed expression of peace. In other words, in the Holy Quran in Mecca, it speaks that Abraham's religion was Islam. However, Abraham predates Prophet Muhammad. How can Abraham's religion be Islam if he predates the founder, Prophet Muhammad? How? Because the universal truth is everybody's religion should be peace. Peace with God, peace with the universe, and peace with the creation. So we're looking at something from a universal perspective, not from a stuck in a box perspective. Islam is how you pray. Islam is how you talk. That's not Islam. That's cultural. That's cultural. Islam means peace. Peace with all creation. Just because you see a woman wearing a hijab, just because you see with someone wearing a carpet, that's not Islam. That's cultural. And because millions and millions of people do it, you think that's Islam. But Islam only means peace. Abraham predates Prophet Muhammad. Moses predates Prophet Muhammad. Jesus predates Prophet Muhammad. And all of them in the Quran subscribe to Islam. How is that possible? Because Islam means peace. Are you about peace?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So guess what your religion is? Islam, like it or not. Do you submit to listen, because you're thinking,
hold on, dog, because you think about Arabic Islam.
You're thinking cultural. You're thinking cultural instead of
because what you just said, you said like Jesus, because like I mean, all this is actually took from ancient Egypt. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Listen to me.
So
it doesn't matter whether
this is like millions of years before.
Listen to me. It doesn't matter if it's ancient Egypt or if it's Saudi Arabia. The principle remains the same. Whether it's ancient Egypt, whether it's Palestine, whether it's America with the Indians, or the Native Americans, the principle of peace remains the same.
All right, but look,
division is the language barrier, but the principle remains the same. Mayat means balance. They say the religion of ancient Egypt was Mayat.
Shouldn't we go back to that one though? That's like the most advanced civilization. I mean, it's still more advanced than today.
It
So
doesn't.
shouldn't that be our religion?
It's so advanced. It's so advanced that many people cannot even understand what ancient Egypt was built from, because we're so out of tune, brother. We're so out of tune that we cannot even comprehend the greatness that's within ourselves to develop a new Egypt today. And so we separate Egypt from what Prophet Muhammad taught when it's exactly the same thing. We separate what Jesus taught from what was taught in Egypt, but exactly the same thing. And we try to make one greater than the other. There is none greater than the other. The only separation is you. Your concepts are messed up.
No, because like, well, let me tell you this, but Jesus is actually Horus from ancient Egypt. I don't think there's not really anything of saying that Jesus has even existed.
I'm not going to debate historical context. I just want to tell you about principle of religion. You know what I mean? Principled religion. I'm not talking about cultural religion. Principled religion. There is one universal creator. Period. Point blank. You can't get
the only one.
Jesus called it my father. Muhammad called it Allah. You understand what I'm saying? And Kemet, they called it something else. And China, they called it something else. It's the
Why they keep changing it though? Why they keep changing this? What I'm trying to say.
It's the same source though. Mesopotamia is before ancient Kemet.
So, yeah, but they kind of change it. They kind of change it so subtly that you don't really notice that it's how it's changing society until it's like hundreds or thousands of years later. You know what I mean?
Man, that's man though. Let's get back to the topic though. That's man playing games, brother. I get back to the universal.
Stick to the man.
I stick with the universal principle of things. When people, this is why I win so many debates, and this is not ego, because people think they know more science and they try to categorize me or what they study on the internet, when in fact, in this Quran right here, it speaks to nothing that they talk about. It speaks to nothing that they talk about. This Quran right here speaks to a universal wisdom that an Eskimo and an igloo can apply. That's what this speaks to. You know what I'm saying? This speaks to a universal wisdom that an Eskimo, that a man in a loincloth in South America can apply. Real talk. But people look at the internet. People look at the internet and they'll confuse me and they'll debate me and I'll drag them. I'll drag them every time because they don't know religion. They don't know spirituality. They want to get away from religion because some man then stuck his dirty little self in a little boy. They want to get away with it, but that ain't religion. That's a little creep, a pedophile. Because somebody make a woman dress up and cover her face up and just peek out her little eyes, they think that's religion. That's not religion, that's oppression. But we gonna go on. We gonna go on. I gotta get Kendrick on. So, brother,
I don't say too long.
Are you gonna fight? Are you gonna fight the revolution with your European wife? Can you do that? You say yes.
Nah. First off, no, I'm not saying I'm getting a European wife.
Ani, my man, family. Funny, man. I salute my brother Ani. Ani, keep watching, brother. You know I love you, bro. You my man. Man, Ani was beefing at first. You know he was a Grandmaster J fan.
Yeah, I know.
What? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, I follow Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh's a shit. Young Pharaoh's a shit. I mean, I don't mess with no Grandmaster J.
Young Pharaoh?
Yeah, Young Pharaoh.
Young Pharaoh. Can you tell him to debate me?
Yeah, I'll tell him.
He ain't gonna debate me, bro. He's scared of me.
That little, he'll debate anybody, man.
No, he won't.
Say
to Harker Bay and they tremble.
Tell him keep his winter coat on in Buffalo.
That dude, trust me,
Kendrick said he won all the smoke from I won all the smoke. So I salute you, brother Ani.
All right.
Peace. So Kendrick said he won all the smoke from I want all the smoke. I'm glad Kendrick stuck around.
Okay. What?
All right, so listen, we can't turn up too much because we need to make sure that there you go. We need to make sure that everybody be heard. So I'm going to, since you already made your point, I want all the smoke. I got to let Kendrick. Hey, Kendrick, and don't speak on Chris Wills. We didn't do the interview yet. You are barred for speaking on Chris Wills until after he do his interview. Is that a deal?
That's a deal. I didn't want to speak on it anyway.
Yeah, don't speak on that. We're on a new topic now. So
All I'm gonna say is this.
Don't start rubbing your head, Kendrick. Don't start rubbing your head, nigga.
Oh,
Get to the point.
Fire emojis. Fire emojis.
Get to the point now.
Listen, I sit here and listen to you guys do what I love to do. I heard Tahaga speak about his debating skills. I heard I want all the smoke. Make his point. And what was the last dude's name? Onyx, is that right? Is that correct?
Ani.
I listen to you guys make these points. First of all, I want to get something clear when it comes to any type of debating that has to do with something that's going to help or affect the culture. Count me in because I want all the smoke. And I'm not just talking about you and your name, but I do want some smoke with you on this show. But when it comes to debating, I feel like I'm the best, and I'll debate anything. I feel like I'm the best on any topic. But what I'm gonna say is about this question that you asked, Tahaga. You asked this question. Is it? I'll let you re-ask the question so I don't quote it.
Is it possible to fight for quote unquote black liberation to be married to or in a relationship with a European? And this was a topic that I grabbed off of Sinetta TV just 2 days ago. And I was like, wow, that's a very unique topic. And, we spoke about that in the background. I was like, that's a unique type of topic. Let me ask the question. And that was going to be my next show after this. So that was the question.
I thought that was the question that I heard. And then I heard, I want all the smoke, give his reply. And it was by far, I look at, I want all the smoke as a leader in this area. But as leaders, we all gonna have our moments where we say some dumb things. I'm gonna have my moment as a leader to say some dumb thing. That was his dumb thing as a leader moment.
What did he say? What did he say, brother? Repeat it for us.
Reply and say that a black man cannot be a leader if he is dating a Caucasian or anything. First,
black liberation.
Whatever. However you want to word it. Let me explain something to you, bro. First of all, when it comes to being black, especially in America, you must understand all of us. When it comes to European, let's get one thing straight, bro. European is not a skin color. It's not a skin color, especially in the United States. European is a mindset. When it comes to the original black man of the world, you tell me, what do you have in common with them? What do you have in common other than your skin? And your skin is not even in common with them. Your skin, our skin don't even look like the original black man. Our mindset is not like them. And our soul sure in the hell is not like them. That's why we're making all this rap and all this garbage. And that's why we're wearing Yankee hats and all this stuff. That's not of the original black man. What do we have in common with the original black man?
Can I respond? Can I respond? Kendrick.
No. You can't respond because
hold up. No. I can't let you ramble. You got to give me a chance to respond.
This is my question to him because he's the one who said.
Yeah, but I definitely want to respond to that also.
Okay.
I definitely want, and I don't want it to be a double team, but I want to tell you something, brother.
About the belly mouth. I want to hear his answer.
I go ahead. I want all the smoke.
Now, what do we got connected to the people from back in the days? Are we talking about now? Because back in the days, when they was doing their liberation, when they was doing their liberation, they stuck together. So if you don't stick together, bro, they ain't gonna be no liberation.
What do you mean they stuck together? Bro, you wasn't even there. And on top of that, the white man's running the world. What are you talking about?
The white man was never running the world the whole time, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't want to talk about what happened and all that. I want to know, what do you got in common with the original black man?
What do I got in common with the original black man? Nothing.
Exactly. So who are you to tell anybody what is the standards to be the leader?
Yeah, so hold up. Let me now he got
the stuff confused.
Now he answered. Let me respond too. Now this is going to be a civil conversation.
Okay.
Now you mentioned that we wear baseball hats and we wear what else you said?
Me too. All of us as black men in America, we've been Europeanized.
No, that's not true. Let me tell you something. The European never made clothes, brother. That's a misnomer. That's a lie. The European, when we came in contact with Europeans, they were still wearing animal skins. We learned how to manipulate cotton to make clothes. We made pantaloon. Europeans didn't make pantaloon. Pantaloon is called pants. Let me finish. Hold up. Don't cut me, brother. Pantaloon. Let me finish. pantaloon is what we call jeans today. It's what we call jeans today. Europeans never made that. The baseball cap is just a variation of the most divine clap in the world with a beak on it. You see how you got that? You see how you got that nipple right here? You got this nipple right here. This is called evolution. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. And they just put a beak on it. This is called evolution. It's just like we're not riding horse and buggy today. We got a 6'4". You see what I'm saying? We're creative like that. We can go from this to this, but this is not the Europeans. You give Europeans too much credit, brother. Bro, Europeans didn't create that.
Bro, I'm not giving them credit.
They had no need for no hat.
Listen, I'm calling a spade a spade. When it comes to American black men, we don't need to be talking about European by skin color. We need to be talking about European by mindset.
I agree with that too.
Most black men in America is of the European mindset. And it don't matter what color your skin is if your mindset is European. My point is that Yankee hat that he got on, that money is going to a European.
I agree with that.
That money's I'm not arguing over who originated.
I didn't pay for it.
What I'm saying is
I didn't pay for it. So it ain't my money.
Everything about him and everything about me. And
but the money, but listen, the money from this YouTube stream is going to
coming from
YouTube. So I mean,
it's coming from a European.
But I mean, come on, this is where we at today. So that can't be a slight on him wearing a Yankee hat because almost your telephone, every time you go live, is making a contribution to Apple. Every time you go live, you're making a contribution to Facebook. Every single time. So you can't get on him.
You made your own phone? Did you make your own phone?
Exactly. You can't do that.
Did you make your own phone?
Listen,
who you work for, Kendrick? Who you work for?
Hold up, let him talk. I want all the smoke. Come on, Kendrick.
My point is this. I include myself. My point is this though. What you saying, like the credential is you got to be a black man married to a black woman. Hold on. You take a black woman, right? A black woman. Take a mixed woman. A next generation, she has a daughter and with a black man, and her daughter appears to be black. But 2 generations ago, a grandmother that's still alive, their whole bloodline is white. So you mean to tell me, and she's raised by white people too, right? So just because her skin color is black because her mixed mother chose to sleep with a black man and had a darker daughter. So you mean to tell me, and then broke up with this black man, and this daughter is being raised by the previous bloodline, which is all Caucasian, but strictly because of the color of her skin, she qualifies, or the son qualifies to lead. But a person who is married to someone with lighter skin is not qualified to lead. When that person,
where you getting lighter skin and dark skin? Where you getting confused at? We're talking about a group of people.
Hold up, let him finish. I want all the smoke. I'm gonna give you the floor.
But what I'm saying is, we be judging people off the back of our skin color. But then if you can do this with black and white people. You go a grandmother or a mother away, and then their bloodline is completely something else. Like my girl, a lot of people, and I say my girl's white because the world's gonna say she's white. But if you just go up above her mother, her grandparents are dark as hell. She's clearly Indian. If you look at my girl, you can tell she's Indian. But because when you of this world, and because her skin got lighter, because her mother was with a white man, and her skin got lighter, then you automatically think that, okay, this woman is white. Me, a lot of people won't know it, but if you know by looks, I got Asian in me. It's only 2 generations up. With my grandfather, it's only 2 generations up, but I'm looked at as black. I don't understand this shit. Like, you niggas be, excuse my language, y'all be judging, but y'all can't even purify the bloodline. What are y'all doing?
No, I think this is what it is. Hold up. I think what we're mixing is apples and oranges. Apples and oranges is this. You know, and I know who has the energy of a European or who has the energy of one who descended from the inhabitants of Africa. As light as I want all the smoke heads, he has the energy of me. Right. And ain't no getting around it.
Right.
No getting around it.
Don't deny that.
You understand what I'm saying? There is no getting around it. Now, I've seen brothers that's just as dark as myself or as you that has the energy of a European.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's where you're getting confused at.
But that's not the argument.
But we never said nothing about energy. You said,
hold up. I think
about European woman.
Yeah.
That-
So
but-
here we
but-
go.
It wasn't
So here
about. Y'all said skin color.
What
That-
does your wife identify as?
It doesn't matter. That's not what we're
It
talking
does
about.
What
matter.
does she identify? It does matter. What does she identify as?
My girl does not identify with nothing white. She actually.
Okay, so what's so your point is pointless.
My point
Your
is not
point
for
is
my
pointless.
girl. It's not about my girl.
Is that okay?
It's
Is
about the
that's
question.
good? Sammy Davis Jr. That's good.
This is about the question. What I'm saying is, you cannot take a skin color because a skin color really don't tell
Bro,
us.
European is
How
a
did
thought of mine, bro. What is you talking about?
No,
Them Europeans that you dealing with in Louisville, Kentucky, them Europeans that you dealing with, they
is
dealing
that-
because that's their state of mind because they feel like they superior.
Is
You're
that a
right.
European?
Mindset. You're
What
right.
happened?
Is that a European with Sammy Davis Jr.?
No, she ain't European, dog. She mixed.
You think so?
Yeah,
In
she
my book,
mixed.
that's a European. I don't put no cut on it.
Hey,
In my book,
you know what?
in my book,
my
that's a European.
in my
And I don't listen. My thing is this. That
I forgot her
doesn't-
name, but she was mixed.
Listen to me. In my book, that's a European. You
Me
understand
too.
what I'm saying? In my book, that's a European. I don't put no cut on it. It
Me
is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let me give
my
you another
girl-
example.
my girl as white. I know the situation with that bloodline, but to me, she's European because that's how I've been trained to think. But when I actually do the science and then I backtrack it, I'm like, okay, well,
I'm not going by skin color, bro. I'm not going. I'm going by exactly how you treat the people.
Here we go. Is that a
I
European?
mean,
you basically
that is
you
that is a
said-
European.
All right. So my thing is, at some point, listen, if a person chooses to be involved with a person of European descent, that's their
That's
business.
fine.
That's their business. But now the question is, can that same person, whether it's a woman or a man, can that same person, in your perspective, forget bloodline, forget in your perspective or the audience perspective, can that person fight for the liberation of what they call black people and be genuine?
Yeah. In my opinion, 100%. Yeah, I'm one of
He
them.
says yes. And what
Look
you
at
say,
my-
brother?
It's European.
What I say?
Yeah.
In me. And
No.
y'all got me messed up.
Okay. And I want all the smoke says no. That's it. We good to have our opinion. And this is what we need to get to. You know why? Because
What do you say, Tahaka? Because you ain't even answered that part.
no, let me get the rest of the people in. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Exactly.
This is why. This is why I don't
Now,
think so.
I'm not gonna lie, Kendrick. What you're doing is perfectly good work.
Let me explain why I don't think so. Let me explain why I don't think so. Because your loyalty is split. No matter how much you try to slice the pie. You have a wife at home. You have children with her. But you got to go and give your life for some
Your people.
dark olive, dark complexion people. And your loyalty is just split, no matter how you split it. It's like if you was to had to choose, you're gonna choose your wife over your brother. But see, me and my wife, we're gonna run together into the
That's
smoke.
not true. See, y'all make these
No,
y'all make standard rules for everybody.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
y'all make up these-
Generally, brother. Listen.
No, that's not true.
Generally,
generally,
it doesn't have to be you, brother.
No, it's not even generally. Y'all make up stuff. Y'all go back.
Listen.
People that put their mother before their wife. There's plenty of people that put their brothers before their wife.
But we're talking about liberation, though. We're talking about liberation. Liberation is a greater cause than your wife. If your wife looks like you and a part of your struggle, then you are more that determined to fight in that struggle. If your wife is not, your wife doesn't experience this struggle. Your wife does not experience this.
That's your opinion.
It's not false because when you go to your in-laws, they're gonna look at you some type of way. What are you talking about? It's not false.
Hey, brother, you tell me that your wife experienced what Breonna Taylor experienced.
Have any of y'all dated a white woman?
No. But I'm asking
y'all speaking from zero experience and trying to tell me.
No, I'm asking you.
Makes me do.
Neither
y'all have experienced it.
Do you think your wife or your girlfriend have experience with Shaniqua in the hood as experience?
Listen, bro.
No, that's yes or no, bro.
Has she? Yes or no?
No, it's not a yes or no. Y'all not gonna make. Listen, when y'all ask me a question, let's get something understood. When y'all
No,
ask me
answer
a
it and then
question,
elaborate.
y'all not gonna make me answer it how y'all want me to.
Answer and then elaborate, brother.
How I want to. Let's get that
Can you
understood.
answer and then
Answer.
elaborate?
Okay, so when it comes to my girl and your wife or whoever, everybody has different experience. Does black people got a lot of experience in common? But for y'all to sit up here and make it like a white woman just because she has lesser things in common, because I got news for you. There's some white women in my city that got more in common.
But that's commentary. We just want to
Bro,
answer.
we're not.
Brother.
You going left. You
Listen,
going left. You trying to
white
hold up, bro. Hold
brother.
up, because I see what you're doing. You one of them ooh-wop type dudes, right? You like the ooh-wop shit.
Stop.
You're not answering the question.
Hold up. I want to smoke. Hold up. I just want to answer.
that got
You're
more
not answering.
experience than black women and more in common with women in the hood than black people, than black girls in Middletown. It's real.
Listen to me. What I'm asking you, listen, there is a place in Baltimore called Pigtown. And in Pigtown, there are Europeans that live rougher than some of the hoods in Baltimore. Anybody in Baltimore know what I'm talking about. If you go through there, they actually got a European gang go just as hard as the Bloods do in Baltimore. No cut whatsoever. However, their struggle is different. Because listen, Bobby that want to be Cochillo this week, if he go shave his face, throw his little hair to the side, his quote-unquote white privilege will kick in. Jennifer, who want to be J-Dog this week, she clean herself up. See, Shaniqua don't got that privilege. You know what I'm saying? He don't got that privilege. Over in the hood, they don't have that option. That's the difference. And Europeans have benefited, whether they know it or not. All Europeans have benefited from the slave trade. They benefited every day when they turn on the TV and the images of them are good. They benefit every day when they turn on a country radio station or a progressive radio station or a contemporary radio station and they don't hear music about them killing each other every day. They benefit every single day when they want to take their child out of school where the violence is at a high level and want to put their children in a predominantly European school. They can make it happen. We don't have that option, brother.
Have you ever thought about maybe they benefit, maybe they run in the world because y'all spend too much time thinking the way that y'all do?
It's not us, the system, brother. It's not us. We don't run the system.
Last time I checked, black people over in Africa have a whole different struggle from me and you. But at the end of the day, that make me you not black just because we don't have nothing in common with
We're going to stay on. That's a different conversation. What I'm telling you is that the system in America is predominantly ran by Europeans. And the FCC allows what is played on the radio, what is played on the TV. And predominantly, it's of good uplifting influence for Europeans.
I don't understand.
So they are born. I don't
understand that.
Psychologically trained to believe that they have more benefits and more chances than us just by the images. You have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that. Your girl have nothing to do with that. And most good everyday Europeans have nothing to do with that. But that's just the world that we live in.
This is what I don't understand. People like yourself and so many other people around the world, we say the black man was here first. We even say, we go as far as the Christians who argue that some people say Jesus is black, and then people in your religions talk about the person that religion was black or whatever. This is what I don't understand. If the black man was here first and God is black, Jesus is black and all this stuff, then why is it that the white man runs the world?
I'm about to give it to you. Want me to tell you why? I can explain it to you.
Keep running the world for one reason. Because our mindset is.
I'm about to tell you.
Our mindset
Let me tell you something. One of the reasons that I subscribe to Moorish amongst many is because the Moors was the last stronghold of African peoples. They had dominated from Northwest, Southwest Africa all the way over here to the Americas. They were they were the longest stronghold, the last stronghold of African peoples. Now, check this out. The reason why they fell off is because they got comfortable. They began to marry Europeans in Spain. That's what happened. And Isabel and Ferdinand, they began while they was partying, while they were drinking, while they was having sex parties, and they had begun to marry Europeans. See, because when they went into Spain, they left a lot of their wives back in Africa.
So every black person in the world.
No, you're not listening. You're not listening.
Fell
No,
off?
no.
The
When
whole
you
world as a culture fell off all over the world.
No, you're not listening. So what I'm saying is, when the Moors begin to amalgamate with another group of people outside of their culture and their stronghold and their principles begin to be compromised. And that's how Ferdinand and Isabel ultimately kicked the Moors out of Spain, then put the Moors in position for slavery. This is true history, brother. This is true history. So they compromised by going outside of their original gene pool, brother.
But the question
is the fact.
Okay, Tahaga, but the question is, even with that theory,
It's not a theory.
Okay, even with that fact, I'm gonna call it a fact because you stand on your fact, and I know you've done your research. Even with that fact, what was their mindset before they went and did that? What made them have that mindset? That's what
the same mindset. Now listen, the same mindset that we're addressing today, that there's not a problem, that there's nothing wrong, that we all in this fight together. But everybody's struggle is different.
My point
Everybody's struggles. The same mindset you have is the same mindset that the Moors had back in 1400s.
Tahaga
resulted into slavery. To keep it a buck, the same mindset, brother, where we think that it doesn't have a bearing on our liberation, not to be with one who looks like us and experience life like us and have experienced and continue to experience the oppression like us. So that's how we fell. That's how all kingdoms fall. All of them.
My point is, back to my original point.
Do you know?
Back to my original point. It's about mindset. You must understand, according to your facts, before the white man ever came into the circle, we had something go wrong with our mindset.
No, nothing went wrong. You know what? No.
Let me make my point.
I'm gonna make your point, but that's wrong too.
I'm letting you make your points, but you're not letting me make mine.
Come on.
According to the fact that you just stated, you said we went out and made a decision and we went outside our circle and started mingling with people. And then that was that was the start of our downfall. But what I'm trying to say is the question has to be before that happened, something messed with our mindset. What was that? And that's what I'm saying is European. I don't look at European as a skin color. I look at European as a way of thinking.
Let me take a minute and address that. In the initial contact with Europeans, there was nothing wrong with our mindset. The initial contact with Europeans was we were a gracious, loving people. We didn't expect the people to come and take our kindness and manipulate us for weakness. We didn't expect people coming from the hills, coming into the warmth of Africa, and we embracing them, and then they would turn around and use our kindness against us. No different than the Native Americans. When the European came over here, they purposely gave them blankets with diseases on them. You know, the Indians or the Native Americans, they was being gracious. They helped them survive in the cold. They helped them learn how to grow food, and they gave them blankets with smallpox. So you can't blame the mindset of being nice and godly on being out of order. No. They were in their right mindset. The European was not in the right mindset to manipulate that kindness for evilness and to conquer. Come on, brother.
So you mean to tell me we've been having our God way before that situation went down? We had this relationship with God. We're the most spiritual being on earth as the black man. And you mean to tell me that There was no communication between us and God that warned us
No,
about
listen, no, listen. I'm gonna
what,
tell you again.
what we're
This is
about
what
to
I
do.
said in the beginning, and this is a beautiful conversation because it all ties in what I was saying earlier, brother. I want all the smoke about religion. Once man get off a track, man got to work back to get back in tune, to get in balance.
That's
When
not
man
true.
goes, when man goes off track, he is subject to anything that will befall him. When man gets out of tune with nature, anything is subject to happen.
So
Even your mindset will shift.
what I'm asking is, before the white man,
Right?
what happened with the black man and God?
We trusted too much.
We got God on our side, and we're natural loving.
No, we don't believe. See, you gotta mix. Let me tell you something. You got a mixed up concept of God. In the Bible, it says that man is the Lord. God made man Lord. God only works by man through man. There is no spook outside of ourselves. We are the creators and God's representative. When we go out of whack, everything goes out of whack. There is no God going to reach down from heaven and fix our condition. We the one that messed up, brother.
You talk about all this. We're talking about European and all this stuff, but what I'm saying is, are we going to hold our?
You don't ooh up this whole conversation.
I just said that. I said
before what happened before we made contact with the
nothing happened. We were nice and we continue to be nice and don't learn our lesson. We were nice. We embraced. We see people coming from the hills. We see them dressed in animal skins. We see them dusty and dirty. We help to clean them up. We teach them how to plant food instead. Hold up. We teach them how to plant food instead of eating raw bloody meat. We teach them how to season their food instead of eating raw molded meat. Now, this person, let me finish. This person goes above and beyond to take what he thinks is valuable and then imprison the people that help them. The problem is that we never learn our lesson. We continue to repeat the same behavior. Trust in the European.
So what I want to ask,
you want answers, I'll give it to you. If you want an answer, I'll give it to you. Don't ask me no questions because I'm forced to answer, brother.
Hey, you gave an answer, but I got more smoke. You want some more smoke?
Come on.
Because I can keep going. We can do this all day because last time I checked, I'm winning right now. But anyway, my question.
You still haven't. You went circles around even answering the question.
That's how I love my brother. Come on, kid. Fire emoji.
Hey, why can't I think I'm winning?
Come on. Hey, Kendrick.
My question is this. So was we wrong for initially teaching?
No. The giver and the lifesaver, or if I throw you a life vest and you fall off a ship and I throw you a life vest and I pull you in and save your life, and then you get mad at me or for some reason you want the boat now and you stab me and take the boat. Am I wrong for saving your life? No, I'm clear.
I'm trying to figure out if these people come from nothing, we got everything, and somehow they catch us slipping. Are they wrong?
No, they don't catch us slipping. Being gracious and being nice and being a great host is not slipping. Where do you get that in your mind at?
So what happened?
Okay, so hold on. So what you're basically saying is, what that cop did to you wasn't wrong at all.
No, that's
what you're basically saying.
Oranges, brother. That's opposite oranges. Listen to what I'm saying. Being a great, if you invite me into your house, brother, and you feed me dinner, you allow me to sleep in your extra room, and in the middle of the night I come and kill you. That's nothing wrong with you. I'm a lunatic.
Hold on, time out. If I invite you in my house as a stranger, and then I end up getting killed, it's actually something wrong with my decision making.
No, because that's a European way of thinking. We don't listen. At the dawn of creation, we seen the brotherhood of man. This colorism is fairly new. To your point, it's fairly new. We seen the brotherhood of man. Unfortunately, mankind did not hold the same principle.
Do you not know you're not supposed to put all your trust in anything, including man? So brother, I mean, that's where we went wrong as a culture. We put all our trust in the European, right?
No. We
What-
wanted that. If I see you
I'm
in,
trying to understand, what did we do wrong? And
brother,
how do
listen
we
to
hold
me.
our-
Listen to me. There is nothing wrong with you, bro. If I'm gonna say it one more time. If you see a stranger, if you're driving down the highway and you see a stranger walking down the highway and falls out, and you pull over to help the stranger, if that stranger ultimately kills you and take your car, it's not your fault.
But check
You
this out.
help the stranger. You are a godly man.
But check this out. If I'm a godly man, my steps are supposed to be ordered by the Lord. So if I'm a godly man and I'm doing what God wants me to do, that's not going to happen. Now, people of God do perish and end up dead. But at the end of the day, if your steps are ordered by God and you pray to God before you make a decision, 10 times out of 10, God's not going to tell you to go over and help a stranger and then that stranger kills you.
Brother,
That's
listen
not
to
going
it.
to happen. What
Listen.
I think is we was in communication with God. We was highly favored by God. But I think before we start pointing the finger at the white man, we must point the finger at ourselves, that there was some type of
Brother, have you studied history? Have you studied history, the rise and fall of kingdoms? The
There was
rise
a
and fall.
disconnect with God.
Listen to me.
There had to be a disconnect with God.
No, this is a universal. Listen, this is universal, brother. The fall of Kemet came from when the Greeks came in, and the Kemites were teaching the Greeks. They embraced them. They didn't see the Greeks as one to usurp and ultimately take over and make deities of themselves in Greece. This is the most highly advanced civilization, that opened their arms to Greeks. But let me tell you something. The humanity of today is supposed to learn from yesterday. So these things ultimately happen to refine us to be better today. Yet today, we continue to make the same mistakes of yesterday. So those of yesterday made the errors, so we won't make them today, and yet we continue to make them.
Key word, you said we continue to make the same mistakes. The thing that I got to point out about your story that you're telling in the beginning, you're telling a story that represents how many times? Are you telling me that we repeated the same mistake?
Yes, and you're repeating it today.
So that right there will point out for the black culture.
Absolutely.
Our weakness as the black culture.
Absolutely.
Before we point fingers at the European, our weakness was
Kendrick.
we did not learn from our mistakes.
Kendrick Wilson.
We cannot learn from our mistakes.
Kendrick Wilson.
So
Kendrick Wilson.
That's all I was trying to do is figure out.
Kendrick Wilson. Kendrick Wilson is a representation of exactly what you're saying.
My point is this.
Kendrick Wilson is a representation. You make your own point by your lifestyle.
My thing is this.
Can't get away from it.
All I'm trying to say
100.
is I listen to people like you. I try to follow people and believe in the history of what's going on. It's so many people talking about so much stuff. It's a lot to learn. But I truly want to believe that the black man was here first. I truly want to believe that we are highly favored by God. I truly want to believe these things. But I have a hard time, trying to piece together the fact that we was here first. We're connected to God, but somehow the white man is running the world now, and it's all
because we lost our way.
their fault. It's all their fault.
Let him finish. Nobody said it's their fault, brother.
Wrong. We had a disconnect with God or something.
Brother, it's not their fault. Listen, kingdoms rise, kingdoms fall. Ask Genghis Khan, one of the greatest warriors of China. Kingdoms rise, kingdom fall. And every time a kingdom fall, you can best believe it's due to amalgamation. That's the beginning of the fall. Amalgamation starts. For instance, we can go all the way back if you believe in the Bible, but now let's leave the Bible out of it. In any great kingdom, the fall always came from amalgamation. Whether it was different tribes, whether it was Europeans mixing in. When you go, let me give you an example. When you go to South America, right? When you go to South America and you look at a Mexican today and you see the complexion of our brother, I want all the smoke. Many people will believe that that's a Mexican, when in fact, the original Mexican is darker than the both of us. The original Mexican. You understand?
Right.
You know how they get that light? They got that light because when the Spaniards came there with the Moors, because the Moors was the navigators,
Yeah, they were the navigators. Yeah.
they came there with the Moors, you follow me? And they began to rape the dark-skinned women until you get a whole South America with a really like tawny look. The same thing happened in Saudi Arabia. The same thing happened in Saudi Arabia and the Arabian Peninsula. So whenever
Happened
the European,
Puerto Rico, to America, everywhere.
Australia, wherever you go,
Australia.
wherever the European went, brother, the people that was native never seen this type of manipulation. And so ultimately they embraced and whatever, and they fell victim. Now, the problem is not the first contact. The problem is when it keep happening over and over and over again, and we don't acknowledge history of what happened, and we make the same thing. But brother, I'm gonna
Still make the same mistake.
let my brother Kendrick have the last word. I appreciate this, and let your peoples know this is no disrespect, but this is a conversation that I seen, and I thought it was worthy of having a conversation about. I know it rubs people the wrong way. Race talk always does, but I want all the smoke. Give me a second. Let Kendrick wrap it up behind me, and then I'm gonna bring in my brother King T. Anybody want to hit the link? The link is in. Come on, let's get busy. Let my brother Kendrick take
I still love you, Kendrick. I still love you, bro.
Hey,
man. Kendrick,
respect.
We can agree to disagree, my brother.
now we don't agree to disagree on Morse Road today. Who winning? Who winning? I want all the smoke of Kendrick. No, man.
But here's the thing. My thing is when it comes to these race debates and when it comes to history, I'm trying to figure out, what does this stuff do? Perspective overall, not just y'all version of history.
Okay.
This is everybody's version. When it comes down to us telling these stories and telling history, what I see is a lot of divide, even within blacks amongst blacks. It's got people believing in this and believing in that, and then we all know what it does as far as black and white and the rest of the world. One thing about history, I don't see it bringing nobody together. One thing about this so-called education points that all these religions and people are talking from, it's not bringing nobody together. We're all debating and nobody is building. Nobody is doing anything that's being effective as far as the world. We all might be doing little stuff within our community, but I'm trying to understand if we're so powerful as black men and God's on our side and we get our hearts and our souls right, then why can't we get this job done? Why is it so hard? Because if God's on your side, it shouldn't be this hard.
Well, let me say this, brother. It's not that hard. The thing is that we as a group of people have never been completely united and moving in one direction. I don't know who gave us that concept. The continent of Africa is a continent of over 60 some countries. They have never been completely united and going in one direction. Before the 60 some countries, there's hundreds and even thousands of tribes. They never been united and going into one direction. I don't know where we get this concept. But
we don't go as a culture. Like, what is our goal?
Listen to what I'm saying. The goal is to move as an empire, as a conglomerate. That's the goal.
That's our goal. That's not our goal.
That is our goal. I'm about to show you how.
I wouldn't have said that, and I think that's beautiful.
Let me show you how. A conglomerate or an empire has to be a state of mind. An empire is like this. Take the Roman Empire, for example. The seat of the Roman Empire was once in Rome, right? However, it extended all the way throughout North Africa, Egypt, all the way up into Turkey, which was Constantinople, right? So the people in Turkey did not speak the same language, nor did they practice the same culture that the Romans practiced. However, they had trade lines. However, they did commerce together. However, they moved about for this common cause of the Roman Empire. They didn't talk alike, they didn't dress alike, and most likely they didn't look alike from Turkey to Rome. The same thing with the Moroccan Empire. It extended from Northwest Africa all the way over here. Most people didn't even speak the same language. Moors traveled all the way to India. They didn't even speak the same language, but it was an empire. They was able to work together and respect people's differences and move as one towards the collective of the empire. So the point that I'm making is the goal of us as a people, principally, I'm not talking about structurally, because we're not going to get there. Principally, we have to see everybody as different, and hopefully we can work together even within our differences. That should be the goal of all people.
I think it's Tahaga, how are we ever going to get there when we spend more time on this than setting a standard goal? We don't even have a standard.
No, we do. You don't. No. I do.
I said we. I'm talking about the whole culture.
No, I don't believe. You didn't hear a word I said. I don't believe that the whole culture is going to move on a standard goal unilaterally. I don't believe that. That's not my belief. I believe that we of the Moorish Science Temple of America is going to, the members of my group are going to build. We're going to have land. We're going to be successful in that. And if you are building in your group, then we'll be able to trade and do commerce together. And if you do not, then so be it. Fall to the wayside. But my group will be trading with I Want All the Smoke group. Want All the Smoke group will be trading with the Nation of Islam. Nation of Islam will be trading with the Hebrews, and the Hebrews be trading with the Christian. I'm not trying to get you to be a Moor. You're not trying to get me to be that. But my group is going to be good.
But the thing is, Tahaga, to a situation to where we got other groups we can trade with, because the way it looked like you're going to be the only group there.
That's not true, though. That's not true. That's not true. You don't know what I Want All the Smoke got going on.
Okay, you're right.
Put it on social media.
My thing is this. You're right. I don't know. And ain't nobody, it doesn't seem like,
brother, it's communities out here that it's communities out here that are full of us, taking care of us, growing our own food, providing for us.
We got that down here too.
They're not on social media like you and I.
We just don't do social media, dog.
It would be very beautiful and inspirational for us to see some of this stuff going down.
I'm gonna bring the camera to them, but what I'm telling you, they're not here. It's like on my other channel.
I don't understand why blacks.
You see what I did today on my other channel? I Want All the Smoke.
Yeah. Well, I was sleeping. I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
I got a Moorish group on there that nationally nobody knows about.
So
they are an exclusive group to themselves. These guys do not do social media.
So we can talk publicly about black failures, but we're going to keep black success a secret?
No. You got it twisted. These people are not interested. I will have to go to them. You know,
everything people do, like, let me tell you, put it on social media like that. Not everybody want to be on social media.
No. Hold up. Let me ask you a question, Kendrick. How did you hear about Moorish?
What do you mean?
The term Moorish, or Moorish.
I've heard about it and seen it.
How did you become familiar about it? A little more than what you heard about it.
You taught me a lot about it.
There we go, Kendrick. So it's my responsibility to go to them because their interest is not coming to you. Right. It's my responsibility to bring them to the people, and that's what I'm going to do.
Just like I don't do social media. I don't got Facebook, none of that, but I come on Tahaka. Bro, because I feel comfortable to talk about stuff with Tahaka, and then everybody else just listen in.
I interviewed a group today on my other channel. Man, I'm telling you, these brothers strong-headed. I don't agree with them, but they are a Moorish group, and they're a fixture in this neighborhood in Baltimore. But with that being said, let me get this brother here. Don't be us day. Come on, man, get off the game, man. Man, you got day off the game. Hold up, we got Dave. Hey, Kendrick, I Want All the Smoke. I want y'all to be calm. Usually when an L Bay and somebody with Day come on the platform, they be coming for my head. Let me see what I got.
Oh, come on, brother. You already know what it is, man. It's all peace. It's all peace.
I got a brother in my temple with El Bay on his name. Usually when they got El Bay, they come for my head. They come for me off the top.
I've been hearing that, but I don't pay attention to it.
El Bay in my temple, right? I say, brother, you the coolest El Bay I ever met in my life. Because you ain't.
I take the El Bay title too. Don't trip.
Yeah, he joined the temple, brother. He a faithful Moorish American, brother.
No
L.
doubt.
Bay.
No
I ain't gonna
doubt.
say his name though. But with that being said, brother, what you got to add to the conversation? Kendrick is on the
Well,
rope. He got that picture like that. Let's get Kendrick
yeah, he's
on
funny.
off the ropes.
No,
Let's
I've been
go.
listening and I've been paying attention, and I wanted to just have some commentary to fill in some of the holes with like a lot of the infighting that was going on during the medieval times and the famines that was going down during those times. So which caused a lot of brothers in a lot of kingdoms and a lot of lords and that was playing those positions under the empire to flip. So they was hiring their janissaries and their slaves to go and infiltrate and do all the things that we seen in Game of Thrones. If we watch Game of Thrones and put ourselves in that and understand that we was dealing with all those greeds and lusts and all that good things and all the money and all the property and all the power that you had that they thought they had, that we thought we had. So amongst dealing with that, that's kind of a way to follow our demise in a lot of epics of time that we were ruling. And even into like the early 1800s when we had a lot of the Europeans under the thumb of the trade. But infighting with our European brother, our cousins, more or less, because during those times, I wanted to fill in also that the modern European wasn't the phenotypical European that we see today. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, it was just light-skinned brothers, like the brother with the Yankee hat. You know what I'm saying? In like the later 1400s, you know what I'm saying, during the times we refer to Isabella and Ferdinand. So, and I only refer to that because that's when Taharka was talking about how we were marrying our janissaries and concubines into our families and merging other kingdoms, because some people got down like that and some people didn't, as we seen in our many movies that depict this thing that the Caucasians put themselves into. So when Kendrick asked, like, how did this happen? It's basic infighting. It's everything that we've gone through today, through the 90s, with the Bloods and the Crips and all the gang fighting, all that extra stuff. It's about the power that they trying to grasp onto when shit was falling, parts of when things were falling. So during like we talk about all the rises and things like that, like the times of enlightenment, the times of structure, the times where we cleaned up Europe, the times where we cleaned up Spain and things like that. We got to remember when the times of famine, things was getting ugly. So they was like, yeah, it's money grabs, it's land grabs, it's slave grabs, it's I'm gonna turn on you, you're gonna turn on me, and it never was explained in that fashion, especially coming up in the Moorish dichotomy, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Let me add to that real quick, brother. I think when people go back in history, let me remove this real quick. I think when people go back in history, people will come to understand that we didn't create the colorism. Let's be clear.
Absolutely.
When the Moors ran Europe, whether it was Germany, whether it was Rome, whether it was Italy, whether it was Scotland, these were ran by Moors. The Moors,
right? At the end of the day, it's the Moors
put the government there. But now what happened was, this is why the Moors of 7-Eleven is so unique, because the European was able to remove every Moorish government in Europe and make it their own, and push all of the dark olive Moors back into Africa or put them into the outskirts of the cities. But there was never no colorism. It was like, okay, a shift of power. And then the Roman Empire dominated. They begin to use religion to dominate, and they begin to dominate. And so this is why, to my point, the Moors of 7-Eleven was so important, because they were the first people who were able to stand down the Roman Empire after the fall of the Byzantine Empire. They were the first in 7-Eleven to run back up into Italy, to hit Spain, to go over the Alps with elephants, to conquer and reestablish governments where their ancestors had them established in the first place. That's why these Moors of Northwest Africa was so important. Hannibal, Tariq, and all of these Moors. So the fall of the Moors came when they repeated the behavior that happened from the fall of all those European countries. Germany, that was a Moorish country.
Hard so, but you have to put in a state of mind. You have to put in a state of mind that when we say Europe and European, we refer to those times. We're not talking about phenotypical Europeans that we see, pardon, so in America today that say that they came from those places, that are claimed to be descended of those places. Now, if we claim to have the understanding and understanding that we claim that we do, we know that they can't tie themselves to any part of the world. You know what I'm saying?
You got to understand what the prophet Noble Ali said. In this book,
I got that.
We do not desire to amalgamate with the pale skin nation of Europe.
Absolutely. There you go. That's the key words.
Pale skin nation of Europe, because we civilized Europe. It can be proven. So
not only civilized, but predating their interaction, it was already things going on both sides of these situations. So we really have to. We really can't. We really got to stop giving them any type of credence in that situation, because now we're dealing with fighting ourselves and our family, and infighting and cousins fighting, and just like everybody in this box, if they had a situation or a kingdom going on, and we're all under the same empire, and you break your oath, and you break your oath, and me and the guy on the right, we team up and say, all right, cool, we have a better way of running this. So we're gonna take over, and we're gonna use our slaves and our janissaries.
Who was responsible for teaching the Romans in our culture?
We were the Romans at that time.
Yeah, we were the original Romans.
We were the Romans at that time. We were the Etruscans. We were the Romans. If we give credence to all the religion and all the ways that we bind ourselves back to God, or the thing that is the source, we are responsible. We are responsible for that perversion. We're responsible for giving them the information and bringing them into the human family, and freely and accepting them into the human family. We're responsible for that.
That killed Jesus, or how does that work?
I mean, it just depends on what perspective that you see that particular preference from, because there's a preference where you gotta say the right words, like Yahshua or Yehoshua, and then that's a whole nother thing. The Ben Pandara line. But you've been through it all already. We've been through it all already.
I don't want to play trick language. The European Romans were in Palestine at that time, and they are the ones that
they were the Slavs. They were the Slavs that were the generals that got a certain. I
want to get my brother First Works in here. Let me get King T in here first.
Peace.
And then I want Dopiest Day, brother. You got to come on the channel sometime. Where you been at? You must
I'm always watching. I'm always watching.
Cujo, and let Cujo talk you down and don't want to come talk to your brother.
Nah, that's not what it is, bro. I remember that. You got a sharp memory. You sharp.
I'm messing with you.
But still to the point. You got to remember, if empires ran and kingdoms are under the empire, and you got lords, you got generals, you got dukes, and all these titles and esquires and things like that, these people are running certain parts. So if one is falling off, or one got some type of mutiny going on, feeling like their family line is the real line, or they line, like, you see where I'm going with this?
The only thing I'm saying with that, Dubious Bay, that's never going to stop, brother. Because
I agree. I agree, but that's, if you're looking for a cause, that's the cause right there.
Let me get everybody else in real quick. The universal principle is in this Quran, whether people believe it or not. The universal principle is written in this Quran. We have created man and pairs, and we have created man and woman in a single pair, and to tribes and nations to strive against one another, amongst one another, however you choose to translate it. So the striving brings out the best. That's what it's all about. It's never
absolutely.
It's all in your perspective. Just like we having this conversation right now. Kendrick gonna come back and cut some heads off next week. I'm gonna tell you what to know.
It's not the skin color that brings out the best, it's the striving.
Nah. But you got to
No,
give
it's the
credence to the caste system
It's the
and how
tribe.
the caste system works and how it affects the top and the bottom. And it's the same as the economic caste system that we're in today. You know what I'm saying?
I got to get King T in here real quick, brother.
It's
Let's get First Media in here real quick. Let's come on, family. King T, come on, brother.
Salute, King T. Salute.
Come on, salute, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
please.
Here's the thing.
Yo,
Taharka,
Taharka, I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you for not replaying that video of I don't call him a Grandmaster J. I call him a Grandmaster James. And I got a whole funny song about it. It's hilarious. But James, when he was cutting on the invisible turntables, bro, sold it. The invisible turntables. Listen to me. Right. If anybody watched that and carried a gun with that man after that, they are on something lethal. Seriously.
He won. How many Grammys he win? 8 Grammys?
Yeah. He's at work 8 Grammys. You know what his speech gonna be done? Something like Thank you, Jay-Z. And we did it 8 times and we out of here. What was that all about? And you carrying a gun with these guys? Come on, bro. Come on, man. I mean, I can't. Now that I got you guys in front of me, it seems so commercial. It seems so like orchestrated that you guys are experiencing it from a different perspective than I am. I'm watching it. Some of y'all are living through it. You know what I'm saying? And it's quite frightening to see like that shit is real. Like all these people are following this dude, and then when they get into these situations and left with idle time, it's all liquid love. It's like they want to do the Caligula shit.
But see, the good thing.
Hold up, bro. I gotta get King T in here. He been waiting for a minute, bro. And then First Works Media, and then Chief Eagle left out. I wanted to hear him too. Come on, King T.
Come on. Hey, look. Hey, much respect to everybody, right? Hey, Kendrick, you new to this, right? You know what I mean? Show respect, my guy. You know what I'm saying? No. Hey, let me finish. Let me finish. No, hold on, nothing. Let me finish. This is a grown man conversation. This is a grown man conversation. He in
the building.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
real shit. So all that little dummy stuff you talking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is what it is right here, right? You know what I mean? The man sit there and put you on a platform, whatever case was, to get your name out there. You know what I mean? The videos that I've seen, all you do is cry about why the other people sat there and took your fame and your light. So you think you gonna come on this stage, whatever the case was, and think you gonna sit there and take this man's fame and light? Hey, bro, check your head, my guy. You're not all that. You know what I'm saying? You did a lot of wonderful things, my guy. You feel me? You're a black man. I respect you for that. You know what I'm saying? But don't ever think you better than the next black man standing right next to you, regardless if they're richer or poorer than you. You feel me? You know what I mean? Yeah, you're still talking instead of listening. You're still talking instead of listening. Yeah, you're still talking instead of listening, and it's still running. You feel me? And it's the only one king in this motherfucker.
You gonna get a chance, Kendrick?
You know what I'm saying?
King Kendrick.
That's like a show, man.
That's what I'm talking about. You know that's how it all always happens.
This is real though. Hey, everybody will sit up here and try to give you the avenue and try to sit there and lace you up and tell you what it is, what you're saying and what you're doing. Nobody care about who you date, whatever the case was, as long as your mentality is with the black people, right? If you're not with us, you know what I mean, you can't rock with us. Period.
Don't be his day. That's what you just said.
You can't rock with a cage on your arm, bro. I'm sorry.
Period. You know what I mean? You can't have a king in your name, whatever the case was. You got a white woman on your thing, whatever the case was. Like she gonna do something better for you than that black woman that sat there and raised you.
You do some Michael B. Jordan shit, it's over. It's a wrap.
Come on, man.
It's a wrap,
Come on,
bro.
Man. Come on, man. Hey, let's get it. All I'm saying is let's learn how to respect each other.
You know why? No. You know why? No, because
he
other
think
cultures do it to us. Other cultures do it to us. They don't marry outside their culture. When the last time you seen a real South Korean marrying a brother?
Hey, bro, we better get right.
Look at
before we get left out. We better get right before we
Well,
get
you know
left
what,
out,
bro?
nigga.
Well, you know
Hold
what
on,
a
you gotta go
you
one
know
at
what
a
a
time
Brahmin
because
cast is,
everybody
right?
talking to
You
everybody.
know what
One
a
at a
Brahmin
time. One
cast
at a
is,
time.
right?
Hold up.
You know.
You ever
And
had a
I,
Brahmin
you know,
shorty?
and to Harker, I tell you, I sit back and patiently and I sit there and listen. I sit there and watch. I sit there and listen. I'm patient, family. You know, because why? Because I'm a grown ass black man. You know what I'm saying? You and I sit back and I listen, my guy.
TT, say that.
Hey,
Say that again.
Kendrick,
TT, say
Kendrick.
that again. TT.
Sometimes, you know, don't worry about that first title in your name. But worry about that Kendrick in your name. You feel me? You know what I mean? So you gotta listen. No, real talk. You gotta listen sometimes, family. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody putting you down, whatever case. You feel hostile telling us how what we ain't doing for ourselves, this, everything else, or why is God blessed us? Why we ain't the original? No, we are the original people. Because you know why? We suffered slavery and everything else and still survived out here. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
that's heavy.
What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Heavy.
You know how many Native Americans was out here? 200 million Native Americans. You know how many is left? 4 million.
Come on, bro.
Okay,
That's heavy.
that's
That's real
extinction,
talk.
bro.
That's real
You know what I'm
talk.
saying?
Yo, you know
And
what's
black folks
crazy
are
about
still
when
living
you
through
say
the
Native
shit that you talking
Americans?
about.
In some passages in a lot of literature that
Come on
refers to
now.
this land, when they talk
You know what I'm
about the
saying?
Moors and they Indian slaves and that Native American prior to like what I think like in the 15s, like
Hold up, bro. We
1600s.
gotta get, bro. Don't be saying I gotta get you on your own show. Let me get First Media Works in. Come on, First Media.
Hey, shout out King T, my man. Taharka, man, shout out to you, my brother, for all you've been doing. I just came across you in this past year.
Right.
Man, shout out to you for the whole piece on Scam Master J.
James.
Great
His
work.
name is
Great
James.
work.
Amazed at
His
how
name is
people can
James.
see that, man. I'm
James
amazed at that.
Fitzpatrick.
Hey, that
I'm
was great
amazed
work.
at that. And
That was
then
great work.
King Kendrick, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, my brother, on what you're doing with Breonna Taylor and all the information that you brought out on that, man. Shout out to you for that. I love y'all.
Yo, expose
I love
the
Voice
likes of my
World
son
TV
and
for
them,
what
yo.
y'all been doing, bro. I'm gonna chime in on this. But before I chimed in on it, I had to get that out. Shout out to Harker Bay and shout out King Kendrick for all you did on that and all that you exposing, bro. And I'm with you on that. So I'm gonna weigh in on this topic real quick. Yeah, you can fight in the liberation struggle, but there's a limit on how effective you're gonna be if you're sleeping with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? The whole reason there is a black liberation struggle is because they're the whole reason that there is a black liberation struggle.
Woo.
To Harker, you call them Europeans, I call them white. When I say white, I don't mean a color. When I say black, I don't mean a color. I mean
When you say white, you should say WIGHT. White.
right. But when
Which
I
means curse.
say black, I'm saying black not as a color, but as original.
But let me say this, brother. I
I
don't
mean,
even
even you refer to black.
at this point. I don't like to filibuster and get into that conversation. That's a whole nother conversation.
Right. I just want to give a number.
Right. Yeah, I want to get into the thought process of the dichotomy of fighting for liberation, being married to a European. Is it possible? Is it not? Whether you call them white, you can call them white till you turn blue. They're Europeans to me.
Right.
Taharka.
So it's
whose liberation? Whose liberation?
Our liberation as a people. I'm talking about those who are descendants of the inhabitants of Africa and those indigenous to the world.
Yes,
the
sir.
dark people of the planet. I'm talking about
yes,
us.
Sir.
No matter where you may find us in the diaspora.
Right. And so the whole reason that there is a liberation struggle is because of what's happened to us from them. So in my opinion, and from my observations, the number one weapon for liberation is the black family. That's the number one weapon against white supremacy is the black family. And you're not building, and if you build a black family, you build it with the black people, with the black woman. The black woman is the woman who is most destroyed. The black man is the man who's most destroyed. Start there. If you want to fight for liberation, build a black family.
Woo!
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you,
my brother.
Peace.
That's heavy there.
Peace. That's
heavy.
walking that walk.
Hold up. I got Chief Eagle Eye up in here. Hold up. Kendrick might got some backup. Chief Eagle Eye, the floor is yours, brother.
Go it. Bet.
Is that
Good day.
come on?
Peace, family. What's going on?
All right, my brother. How you doing? Look
Oh,
like
yeah,
you
I'm gonna
ready. Come on. Let's see what we got. You and Kendrick got the dreads. Let's see what we got. Come on. Give it to us.
You know it. You know it. My question is gonna be sticking with the principle. Y'all were sticking with the principle in the beginning, and y'all skipped off the principle and went right on into the color. I noticed that. Y'all talked a lot about history, but you got off the principle. The principle gonna be how much evil is conquering all of us right now. Think about that.
Say it again.
So, how much evil is conquering us all, no matter what color it or form it comes in.
Right.
Think about that. So it don't matter if it's white, don't matter if it's black, don't matter if it's brown, it don't matter if it's something else. It's gonna still be evil. That's the principle. So it don't matter who stand up for justice, long as justice gets served. Understand
Okay.
that. We all know the history. Hold up. We all know the history of who's doing the injustice or why Yaqub was brought here. Don't get me wrong, brother. I was in the Nation of Islam too. Okay? I'm indigenous though, because I got the understanding. All right? So what I'm saying is that we had to correct ourselves first. Number one. So how we gonna say that just the Europeans were the one that brought it all to us? When we know that some of the history we brought it to ourselves. The evil.
But we said that though. That was mentioned. That was actually mentioned, brother.
Oh yeah. So definitely. So if that was brought forth, then that means that whoever brings the justice from the principle of what needs to be brought.
So here we go. So here we go. Here we go though. But when you fighting for liberation, it's no different than building a business. The business of liberation and liberation should be a business. Let me finish. You know that. Listen, the principles of business is this: you have to check your loot.
It's business when you make it a business. This is not a business.
Let me finish.
Liberation, freedom for people to move around.
Listen to me. You got to hear me though, brother.
Water that's not poison. Of course, I'm hearing you, brother. But liberation does not deal with money or anything like that.
No. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Freedom.
Okay. Brother, I just want you to just hear me out now. When I say liberation is a business, I'm talking about the principles of business. One of the principles of business is, what do we have? Let's look at what we have. Let's look at what our gains is and look at what our losses is. For one thing for sure, what we have is white supremacy. You can't get away from it. There would be no quote unquote black liberation, exactly like my brother First Work say, if there wasn't for white supremacy. There would be no need for it. Is that correct?
Correct.
That's what we have, number one. Now,
but
hold up, brother. No. I just want to finish my thought. Let me finish my thought. Now, that's what we have. The principle of business. What is the product? The product is white supremacy. Now, how have we been successful against white supremacy? Up till today, we have not been. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now,
correct.
We have not.
No.
We have not been progressive against white supremacy at all.
That's not the point. The question is, have we been successful to topple white supremacy? Yes or no?
No.
Yes, we have.
No, we have.
No.
Wow, no, we have.
You haven't
as
no
freedom. No, hold up. Let him answer.
Hold on, Kendrick. You're on mute, Kendrick. You're on mute, Kendrick.
Hold up, brother. Everybody pause. I want to know where.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he taught that, brother.
No. That's not liberation. Let me tell you something.
Okay, wait a minute. Freedom. First of all, freedom is liberation.
Well, first of all, there has been no organization on that level.
Hold up. Let me finish.
There's been no organization on that level and for that long.
We're not gonna get. I don't want to get sidetracked, brother. I'm asking you one simple thing. Can you show me where we've been successful to topple white supremacy anywhere in the world? As a collective, as a group, any group of those.
collectively,
Where?
the only ones that I've seen collectively to progress would be the Nation of Islam.
No, guess why? Guess why? Guess why that's not true? The reason why that's not true is because
Progressively,
no.
progressively,
That is an
no one
organization. They have
done
been
anything.
successful. They have been successful in their regard as an organization, but not to
Okay.
topple white supremacy. Not to
Well,
topple white supremacy.
we talk about liberation here, bro.
No.
So we talk about what we need for. But let's talk about necessity
You're
for
forgetting my point.
liberation.
All right, now let me
You're
get to
not
the
talking
point.
about
Let me
liberation.
get to my point. Let me get to my point. Because
Yeah.
white supremacy is a systematic way of thinking as well
Yeah.
as a construct here in the West. The construct have not been toppled. Therefore, white supremacy exists. Now, in order to topple white supremacy, I have to go with one of the wisest things that was said on here tonight. It's the family first. It's the family first. Because the family represents the structure of organization. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I don't think that he disagreed with the family being first, bro.
So
What he disagreed with was the principle of somebody being a different color.
That's what I'm about to share with you. So that's what I'm about to share with you. What I'm about to share with you, let me tell you something. If you have an experience, just say you not even of European descent, just say you of a different African tribe. Say you was of an African tribe, this is just a hypothetical, of East Africa, and it's just a total wealthy tribe. You have no cares in the world. You got the best of fruits, you got the best of silks, you got the best of land, you got the best of houses. But I'm a tribe over West Africa. If you and I fight together, our tenacity, our eagerness will be different because our experience and our historical experience does not line up. But if you bring a brother that got the same struggle with me, that has been in the same mud hut with me, eating the same cow blood with me, and trying to get over there to them silks, he gonna fight a little bit different than you that have lived the plush life. And that's the same thing with Europeans fighting with us. Our historical struggle is different. You can't get away from it. And so our eagerness to overcome is different. You don't have to use the color code. Just live in an area where you're privileged. Your fight is different to mine. Look at the rappers. The rappers get money 20 years later. They forgot all about the hood because now they have metamorphosed into something that other than what the experience that gave them the drive to even make a rap record in the first place.
I don't want to cut you off.
They can't fight with me.
Go ahead and let you. Now, that's understood. You know that different people in different parts are gonna have a different type of a struggle, but we gotta break down the struggle and break down what the struggle is and why we're struggling in the first place, and find out who's controlling the struggle. We all know that white supremacy controls the struggle. We all understand that, but we all got to understand too that we all been poisoned by the same people that are poisoning everybody. So even though that the black folks got a different type of a struggle, those that control us all are doing something to each and every one of us that are poor.
I get that, Brother Chief.
When it gets to that point, of the game, it don't matter.
I get that, Brother Chief. Brother Chief, let me say this.
Yeah, so that part of the game, we all in the same boat.
Brother Chief, I get that, Brother Chief.
And back of the boat, we all on the same boat.
But
so,
Brother Chief,
we all who?
I want to get fireworks in a second.
Family first. That's understood because animals.
Brother Chief, you cannot tell me that a European has the same DNA struggle that I have. And I'm using DNA as a metaphor.
We're not saying that.
Who's all in the same boat?
So you can't be on a fight with me.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
King T. King T from East Africa, right?
No, what I'm saying is that we right now are being controlled by the supreme.
We get that. We're talking about fighting the control now. We get that.
I understand that, but you're gonna get sidetracked when you start talking.
No. Listen to me.
But
You
see,
take King
that's-
T,
that's
right?
what you-
He's
when
from
you start
East Africa,
going that
right?
way, you're gonna sidetrack the whole.
No, that's not true. Let me use King T
Can I
as an
explain myself?
example.
Hey, let
explain.
me.
Let me use King T as an example.
He's telling you. Listen,
Hold up.
Femi.
Let me use King T.
Listen,
Let me use King T
okay?
as an example.
You know what I
King
mean?
T is
Financially,
from East Africa, right?
Yep.
He's from East Africa, right? He moved from East Africa. I don't know by the way of, but I know he's in California now, right? Now, he don't have to listen to me. He don't have to have my exact struggle that I have here in Baltimore, but principally, he has to have it in order to fight in my cause, even if it's across the water. His struggle have to be my struggle in order for him to be on the same page as me.
Absolutely.
He cannot fight my struggle when he's been raised in a palace, and not even a palace, but even if you've been, because Europeans been psychologically manipulated too. If you even been raised that you are privileged.
So we all been manipulated all the time. And now we've been manipulated into a pandemic at this point. Because we've all been manipulated. Because
bro. Listen. Yeah. You. Hey, listen. Sometimes. You know what I mean? You got. I know, but you got to let other people speak though, right? You got to let other people speak though, right?
I want to go ahead and finish. Just let me finish.
I know, but you talk about pandemic, everything else. We can't go to pandemics, bro. We got another 2 hours.
Hold on real quick. Everybody, hold on real quick. Kendrick. Everybody, hold on real quick. Kendrick.
Not the full circle, but you talking about half of
Kendrick,
what's going on. You talk about each and everything that's going on, because right now everybody gonna get shot.
This is where we come from. Let me get King T. We don't know how to categorize. We don't know how to categorize. Listen, this conversation is about one thing. This is not about the pandemic. This is not about how many cars you can lift on your back. This is about, can you be involved or married with a European and fight on the struggle for the liberation of our people? That's the conversation. We go on to them other conversations. I get it, but let's kind of stay right there. We get off track. I want Kendrick to come back in, but let me get King T and then First Media Works to come in.
Absolutely. Hey, let me go ahead. You know what I mean? And you said it the best, right? You know what I mean? And Kendrick, you know what I mean? You might think she's loyal, bro. She's not loyal, family. You know what I'm saying? The roots are not there to understand your struggle. You understand what I'm saying? Because we come from ex-slaves, bro. You feel me? You know what I mean? And I come. Let me speak, and I let you speak. Let me speak. Let me speak. I let you speak, family. I let you speak.
Right after first words.
I promise you. I'm gonna let you speak.
And then I want all the smoke.
You know what I mean?
I ain't saying nothing else.
You know, and I'm giving you respect, family. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to what I'm telling you, right? Only time to tell, right? All I know is the black woman that's right next to me gonna know my struggles a lot more than that woman you got. That's just facts, family. However you want to sit there and shake your head and put your head in your face and all that other stuff you're doing. You feel me? You know what I mean? Respect your brothers, family. You know what I mean? This is a form of black men out here, right? No, real talk. And you still talking. That's the crazy part. You still talking. You know what I mean? No, bro. Listen, everybody gonna give you room. We're gonna give you elbow room. Trust me, my brother Taharka gave you 3 shows and gave you elbow room. But you ain't gonna sit there and corrupt none of this show out here with your nonsense. Real shit.
I like that West Coast song.
Real shit.
Bro, you
switch your song. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you got 6'4" King T.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, we switch them. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm loyal is my black family, right? The loyalty I got, you know what I mean? The only person that can understand me is the black woman right next to me, family. And that's what we losing. Real shit, Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? We letting these women sit there date white men and everything else because the black men ain't even stepping up to sit there and date them. That's the sad thing about this. The black woman is sitting up here reaching out to the white folks because our black men ain't even strong enough to sit there and say, hey, I recognize you as a queen. You feel me? That's real stuff, my guy. You know what I mean?
Everybody gonna get a chance to talk, Fred. Everybody, I salute you.
For sure, for
Let
sure.
me get my brother first media works, and then I'm gonna let Kendrick have the floor.
Yeah, I agree. But you said it earlier, Brother Tahaka. Our biggest problem is we keep trusting them. And we got to stop with the kumbaya, with the we not all the same. We not all the same. We are not the same people. And if you have the mindset to marry one of them, you got the mindset to ultimately be tricked by one of them, because if you marry one of them, then in your mind, you think we the same. And that's why we still under white supremacy to this day.
Man. Look, and one thing about me first works, you know, the Moors take a lot of hits about they was a part of the slave trade, this, that, and the third. But Moors are Africans, and Africans participated in the slave trade. And one of the things, and it doesn't matter which part of Africa, we have been our worst enemy without a doubt or contradiction.
Right.
However, those things has happened. Why should we continue to allow them happen today?
Right. That's right.
That's the issue. The issue is not what we allowed happen yesterday. It's what we have the power to not let happen today.
That's right.
That's the issue.
That's right.
We get so stuck into yesterday, but what about now? What do we have the power to control now?
That's why I respect coming on this show. You know what I mean? And how you sit there and bring all these interviews and you sit there and let everybody air out their grievances, right? You know what I mean? Because we have grown conversations. You know what I mean? And you enlighten me and everything else, and you nurture me to the point where the hardships that I have in life, right? You know what I mean? That's why I come on here like I do, because because I respect you, because I know you
like
you
family,
100
bro.
with it. For sure.
We like family in this,
for
man.
sure.
And I hope,
you know what I mean?
I hope that Kendrick is not offended in this conversation, nor is his lady. But this is one of them conversations that need to be had, and we need to get to the point we can have heated race-related conversations, political, religious conversations. We still walk away and be brothers at the end of the day.
Tahaka is my grand sheik. You hear me?
Other people's grand sheik.
You hear me? Nah, you my grand sheik. You hear me?
Hey, bro,
for real.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up, my brother.
Sir.
I appreciate that. Let's get Kendrick in, and then we're going to get our one on the smoke in. Chief Eagle, I'm going to let you close us out. I got to get my brother Dopest Day in too. But there you go, Kendrick. The floor is yours.
I just want to say this, man. Everybody's entitled to their personal opinion. Ain't none of these people on here going to tell me about me. People can... I'm willing to be advised, but I'm not willing to be controlled. It's not like a lot of people on here are controlled, and that's cool because everybody on here is grown men, so they've chosen to be controlled. What I find strange about this conversation, Tahaga hasn't really mentioned it much. Chief Eagle Eye, y'all don't let that man finish nothing. He ain't got to finish not one point. But my thing is, before this question was magically thrown in the air on this show, I addressed Tahaga earlier this week about this question.
It's Taharka. It's Taharka. Hey, pronounce it right.
Can I finish?
You know what I'm saying? Pronounce the man right. You know what I'm saying? Because you got no respect. You got no respect, Femi. You know what I mean? I'm losing respect for you. Keep playing. You know what I mean?
I was on mute.
I'm mute myself.
Hold on.
There's a bias. There's a bias right now. Because when he was talking, I was on mute.
Come on, finish your point, brother.
My point is, I spoke to you earlier this week about this.
Right.
And your take was, you taught me some stuff about it, but it wasn't none of this. What I like to say to all these people who are apparently way above me when it comes to this, none of y'all have failed to mention that, hey, Kendrick, it seems like you seeking. And you know what? Sometimes when you seeking, you're going to get lost. That's the whole point of seeking. But as long as I'm on my journey and I'm seeking and I'm striving to get there, I'm gonna get there. Ain't none of y'all gonna try to tear down my spirits. I'm clearly seeking right now. I'm up against the universe, and all you not against the universe, but against this whole thing y'all talking about white supremacy. Right now, I got the whole white supremacy, and I'm living in Kentucky, and they all mad at me. And now y'all want to target me while I'm on my journey and I'm seeking, and y'all want to try to point out what y'all think is a weakness. But at the end of the day, I got news for y'all. Don't none of you brothers make me feel any type of way, and ain't none of you brothers gonna change what I got going on. If I ever do decide to change my woman, if I ever do decide to change, it's going to be because I want to. And because the universe aligned some things and put some things in place for me to be with a black woman like y'all want me to be. But last time I checked, my white woman is very pivotal to what I got going on. See, y'all don't know the backstories, how she's the one who was holding the camera that they didn't know was being held. And they never would have thought she was holding that camera because she is white. She's the one who did the dirty work. She's the one who helped out with a lot of the paperwork. She's the one who put together a lot of this stuff. But yet y'all don't understand, she's been placed beside me at the current moment because of she's very important. And just like they took plenty black people and used them to pull us down, now when our God is giving us some of their people to pull them down, you idiots want to point out the fact that you're wrong, brother, and you're lost and you're confused.
Excuse me?
Maybe I'm on
Excuse
the
me?
that God
Excuse me?
No,
Don't disrespect nobody out here.
God is giving
you're not. Hey, listen,
what it is. When you on the court, when Kobe was on the court, he didn't respect Jordan. This is the debate. I got respect for all you brothers. I don't know y'all, but we in a heated debate. And last time I checked, when you debate, you debate. You don't hold nothing back. This ain't about no respect. If I ever see you out, King T, I'm gonna shake your hand like a man. But right now,
I'm gonna punch you in your face. How about that?
We in a heated debate.
You a punk.
You said what?
You a punk. I'm a punch in your face.
That's cool.
Nigga,
That's cool.
You bitch.
That's cool.
Oh
Look,
my goodness, King T.
That's cool. My whole city laughing. That's cool. You can think you're gonna do whatever you want to, bro. There's plenty.
Come on, bro. Listen, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Hold on. Let's not.
No respect.
Hold on. Let's not insult nobody. Let's not talk about putting hands on nobody, man.
That dude's clearly jealous of me.
It's a conversation.
King Kendrick, make your point.
Clearly jealous of me, bro. And I can't deal with jealousy, bro, because jealousy is a trait that's just.
You're weak. You're weak.
Clearly jealous.
You're weak. You're weak, family. You're weak. You're a weak man. You're a weak man. You're a weak man. You're a weak man. You're a weak man.
That's on the show.
I'm not that.
Bro. Listen, everybody, listen to me. I'm out here seeking, so I'm on my journey and I'm seeking.
I like this stuff, man.
I'm on my journey. Since I'm on my journey and I'm seeking, and God's clearly been with me. That's why I got this far. He wants to label me as weak and label me as all this stuff.
King Kendrick, let me say this, bro. You good with me, but I relate to I ain't there yet. I do relate to a King T type of guy. That's
cool.
He's rough on the edges, man. I'm kind of fixing me too. King T, stop.
I would like to know is
hey, bro.
Where was y'all at when y'all was on the beginning of your journey?
I don't.
When you were seeking to Haga, where was you at? Was you on national shows when you were seeking? Before you got where you at? Was you being interviewed while you were seeking when you was at the beginning of your journey?
Yeah, I think we should let him off. I think we should let off King Kendrick, brother.
I'm not even on
on national shows?
You feeling some type of way? Hey, are you in your feelings? You in your feelings for real, bro?
Any of y'all?
Are you okay?
I'm all in my feelings. Was any of y'all?
You are.
When y'all was going through at the beginning of your journey, was it being televised? Was you being interviewed? When you was
I wasn't being interviewed, King Kendrick.
When you was seeking.
When I was giving my part, I was answering Brother Taharka's question. I didn't have you in mind.
Nobody's coming at you, bro.
Thank you.
Nobody cares that's who you choose to deal with,
Thank
bro.
you.
Thank
you.
Brothers, bro. You think, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Nah, hold on. I didn't say that though, but I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing about your wife either. Hold on, bro. I didn't say nothing about your.
I'm not married.
Or the people you choose to deal with, right?
I'm not married.
But listen. Tone it down.
I'm
you overdoing it. Tone it down and listen, bro. Listen. A hard head makes a soft ass. Listen. You don't listen. That's what's wrong with you. You think you gotta come with this shit and it ain't doing nothing.
True. I just listened to.
But listen, you think if I was around your girl, and you came around with your girl. You think I'm gonna treat her a different kind of way? I'm not gonna treat her no different kind of way, bro.
Talking about, bro. Y'all keep
But
twisting.
you making it seem like we all jumping up on you
That's not
about
what
who you
I
dealing
never
with.
made
Nobody care
like-
who you sleep with.
Bro, I never made it seem like none of that. You just made that narrative
Tahaka
up.
asked a question
Y'all just made that
and we
up.
answered the question. No, you just said this shit out
that
your
up.
excuse me. You just said it out your mouth, bro. You just said it out your mouth. We coming down on you, blah, 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 and none of y'all gonna make me change who I want to deal with. Bro, I don't care who you deal with. I don't care who you deal with. I respect what you're doing. We're talking about from a real perspective. My wife can feel where I'm coming from because I come from the hood. I can feel where she's coming from because she comes from the hood.
So it's not the skin
That's the whole point.
Not the skin color. It's where y'all
When
come
it comes
from.
to the struggle.
It's not the skin color. It's the hood. Let's get that right.
Bruh,
It's the
you tell me
experience.
how many white people, there's white people that's oppressed.
What are we talking
Not
about?
that many.
So
Because
white
when they get locked up, they don't get the same things that we get. If you really feel like
Bro,
Europeans, if you really feel like Europeans, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 and they're going through the same struggle no matter where they come from, go talk to them brothers in prison.
listen.
that.
There is plenty of Europeans that oppress, but they fight their oppression together.
They're not oppressed the same way we oppressed.
Listen. Let me.
Okay, I agree with that.
I'm gonna let everybody quiet. I'm gonna let Kendrick go in. Listen, we have Europeans here in Baltimore oppressed in the same exact way that we oppressed. They choose their oppression, though. There's a difference. There's
Big
a
difference.
Listen, hold up. Let me finish. What I mean, they choose their oppression because, again, they could clean themselves up. They can be afforded things that we are not afforded. We have a place here in Baltimore called South Baltimore. We have dope fiends there that shoot dope just like dope fiends in our neighborhood. We have pill poppers there that pop pills. We have weed smokers. We have the ones that think they thugs. We have the shooters. We have the robbers. Everything in Pigtown mirrors what you might have in Park Heights, but it's Europeans. The difference is if the guy in Park Heights cleaned himself up and go and try to advance in life, his struggle would be totally different than the guy in Pigtown.
Exactly.
Somewhere down the line, the guy in Pigtown will have assistance, or somewhere in his family line, there is assistance available for him. He's choosing that. In Park Heights, it's not a choice. It's not a choice. Now you just the choice becomes how hard you're going to work to get out of it. That's for us. The choice for them, let me just clean myself up and go this way. And the opportunity exists. This is just what it is. But let me
And that's a fact.
I want Kendrick to talk, brother. Kendrick, don't let nobody distract you from your point. King T.
But don't disrespect nobody. Don't disrespect nobody. You know, we grown men out here. Ain't nobody no idiots out here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Security.
No, real though. Real though. Target for real, my guy.
It's just
You know what I mean? No. Why you calling people idiots though, family? You know what I mean? You can't say that to a grown man's face when you in your face. Don't say that shit on this.
Hold up. Let Kendrick finish. Let Kendrick finish. Come on, Kendrick. And then we're gonna wrap it up. This is a good show.
I'm caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't want to entertain the beef, but at the end of the day, though, I don't know what this dude's talking about, man. Everybody know where I'm at. I live in Louisville. I'm representing Louisville, bro. Like, all I'm gonna say is this, bro. You'll see me whenever you see me. At the end of the day, my thing is this. Tahaga, thank you.
Ain't nobody worried about you.
Tahaga,
Ain't nobody worried about you.
Tahaga Bay.
It's that West Coast.
I just want to say thank you because I begged this man for this moment. I want all the
because you trying to steal some fame, you sucker.
I begged for this moment. I want all the smoke. I want all you guys who are laying behind the bush.
Bro, you can't even handle the smoke.
Act like y'all
What
on
are you
my
talking about?
side.
You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the smoke. Cut it out.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
You me? Are you gonna let me talk? Or are you gonna let him keep coming in?
No, I let you. I'm gonna let you talk. My bad. My bad.
Hey, Tiger, it sounds like you want me and him to go back and forth.
I don't. Listen, man. It feels like I'm watching an episode of Boys in the Hood.
Hey,
but,
he acting like MC8, man.
but at the end of the day, when he's
You disrespect your cousin. You
when he's
disrespect
talking,
your
I'm
cousin.
on mute.
Take the car.
When he's talking, I'm on mute.
you know the sad thing is I'm not even worried about me, but when he called everybody else idiots, no, when he called everybody else idiots, bro, I take offense because he called all y'all.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? Not even on me. Not even on me.
I was
You know what I mean? Because as what I learned as a grown man, right? No, listen. No, listen. As a grown man, what I learned is you give respect, you give respect, you give respect, you give respect, you give respect. You know what I mean? And you come with real respect,
bro.
Please.
You want to beat
What?
me?
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? You nobody.
Hold
You
up,
nobody. My guy,
We
you
ain't
know.
getting nowhere now. We ain't getting nowhere now. Hold up. We ain't getting nowhere now. Hold up. We ain't getting nowhere now. We getting nowhere now. So listen. Yeah. So this was a great show. King T, my guy, and I'm gonna tell you, it just I'm telling you, if I was going up against the folk, I gotta go with King T. I can't go with King Kendrick because sister might
sensitive.
Sister might change him up, but I don't know about wifey, man. Wifey might say, "Come on, baby, you gotta come home. You gotta go home, kid."
Don't be sensitive.
Nah, just that. Kendrick gonna be on the show next week, family. That's right. Right after what's
Kendrick ain't coming back after this one.
Kendrick coming back. Kendrick a fighter, man. Kendrick a fighter. He'll be back. Kendrick a fighter.
And listen. Ain't nobody trying to fight you, family. You black like we are. We just trying to lace you some game for you to understand what it is out here.
But he don't want to listen though, KT. He don't want to listen.
You know what I'm saying? But you take everything so critical, like somebody putting you down.
Personal.
Let's keep it a buck, though.
You know,
let's keep it a buck,
nobody got nothing against you, family. I don't know you from Adam and Eve.
KT, let's keep it a buck, though. Let's keep it a buck, though.
For sure.
This is a First Work Media. Don't go nowhere. Let's keep it a buck, though. I got you, Chief Eagle. You coming in next, brother. Listen, let's keep it a buck, though. This is a prime example of what we're talking about when it comes to liberation, right? Because at the end of the day, Kendrick has to go home to his wife or to his girl. He's of European descent. So there's certain things he's just not going to say that will offend her, because at the end of the day, he has to go home. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's not going to say certain things like, you know what I mean? Europeans have slaughtered and killed our people around the planet
by millions.
He's not going to say that. He's not going to say there is not one country in the world that's ran by us, for us, that's progressive with no European hand in it. Whether they're using the king as a puppet or whether they're using the chief as a puppet, there is not one country in the world that Europeans are not in playing politics for their benefit. Not one. Name one. Maybe a little tribe that's desolate in the woods of Africa, South America, or Australia somewhere, but no progressive modern country in the world that's not controlled by a puppet regime or a European government. You understand? You know what that means? That means European domination around the planet. Around the planet. And in order to stop European domination, we must come together as a race. Because it's a race that is perpetrating the oppression. It's not the love song. It's a race. It's a group that's perpetrating the oppression of the dark people. It's not an individual. It's a race.
Facts.
Until we realize that, we will continue to be behind the 8 ball. All this love, hold hands, and singing kumbaya with all different people is yesterday's news and our failure. It's a race issue.
Man, that's facts, bro. You know what I mean?
You can say it's a mindset all you want, the dominant race that is conquering, oppressing, and killing and murdering people, even when Chief Eagle Eye talked about the vaccine, is developed by a group of people who want to destroy and annihilate you.
Big facts.
That's it.
Hey,
That's it.
and check it out. All of them not European. Nigga.
No, the
But they're all affected by that mindset.
The
Oh yeah,
European
they all scientists.
it.
All scientists, bro. They white supremacist scientists, like you said.
Understand what I'm telling you,
all-
Chief
Us
Eagle.
kinfolk ain't kinfolk.
No, listen, forget
Facts.
He was
that. Who
scientists.
is the conductor? It's
Scientists.
not
The
you.
European.
It's not you.
No, it's the
Who's
evil
the
scientists.
conductor?
The evil
Who's-
scientists, bro.
I don't care if you call them evil scientists or evil Knievel. They say
Oh,
it
I'm
with
gonna
me,
call
they're
it on
Europeans.
everybody. I ain't gonna let nobody slide.
Tell
I
me
don't
they're
let nobody
Europeans.
bro.
Tell
I
me
don't
they're
let
Europeans.
nobody slide. Right now, it's mostly Europeans and
No, tell me
more
it's
much
Europeans.
as that.
It's Europeans. Say it with me. It's Europeans.
My question would be, how many black are black?
No. Who's the
people
conductor?
in any other?
Who is the
Europeans.
conductor? Who's the
Europeans.
conductor? Forget who's playing in the band. Who's the conductor?
We don't
We
need,
deal with the band in a
the,
minute.
And
I'm
see,
asking you.
the original conductor is us.
I didn't ask you who's the original.
No.
Listen. You love you. You
The
got
original
European back in your house
conductor.
somewhere too. I know.
I'm glad.
Listen to me.
Who's
I'm
the
asking
puppet
you
master?
one more
I
time.
don't play now.
Listen,
I don't play.
listen,
We the original conductor. No,
listen. I'm not asking who was. Who is the conductor today of oppression against our people?
the ones that are helping.
No answer.
Europeans.
Is it Europeans, Asiatics, if it's
I say
Africans,
that, bro.
or if it's Europeans?
The reason why I say that, bro, is
Nah,
because
I just need one answer today, brother. Who?
it's more than
I'm
one
gonna
answer.
make you-
Bro. It's more than one answer.
No, there is
No.
one conductor when it comes to race, when it comes to oppression
Then maybe-
around the world. Who is
Then
it?
then maybe you haven't studied a lot then, because
No,
I
I'm
see.
asking you.
We got to come
You
back.
don't know?
Maybe we need to come back then, because I see more than that.
Okay, well, you're blind too. So with that being said,
wait, let's see what he goes. Let's see what he was gonna say though. Well, let's see what.
come on.
I just told you. Maybe I see a little bit more than you do.
What do you
Okay.
see?
And what do you see?
Tell us what you see.
What do you see?
You believe that it's just European, then I believe that everybody on this channel right now is wrong. If we
Go ahead,
just-
make your point though. Make your point.
Okay, give me the source that can show that we are the conductor of our own oppression from the top, not from the middle, from the top.
From the top of who? We have to ask that question. Who's the top of us? Who's the top? Who we gonna consider as being the top?
Bro, is this a riddle? My God. Hey, listen. You dancing around everything he's saying.
No, I'm asking you a question.
No, who you answering?
I'll ask you the same question.
Make
Who do you
your
consider-
point.
And this is hold up. Are you confused right now? Are
I'm
you
asking
really telling me that you control your destiny more than the white folks you control your destiny?
You can control your destiny if you want to get walk away.
No,
You can control
just bro. Let's
If you get up and walk away, you can control
Come
your
on,
own
bro.
destiny.
Bro, of course you can. Of course you can. Come on
Okay.
now. Let's
Okay.
not play. Let's not play a little dumb game. You know what I mean? Hey, listen. Hey,
You know,
So,
you know what Chief Eagle is? I'm gonna tell you what. Chief
Flip it
Eagle
over.
got two things going on.
Hold on.
Chief Eagle.
He either has a European or he has a job that he's gonna lose talking about them Europeans. See, that's the thing. See,
No, sir. No, sir. I don't have a
Hey,
European.
are you from a tribe? Are you from a tribe? Are you from a Native American tribe?
I have a black woman. Okay.
No. Are you from a Native American tribe?
May I say indigenous, whatever you want to call her. Okay?
For sure.
Number one. All right. I don't have a European job. I've been working for myself ever since I was 18 years old.
so
I
why
had
you act as if you don't know that the power structure is
Thank you.
European?
that is not what I act like. What I act like is that it's so many of us acting so European right now.
No,
So-
that's the
Bro,
second.
bro.
So
That's called
why I asked the question
colonization
about
of the
the
mind and
struggle.
mental slavery. We're
That's
talking
why
about
the question about the struggle has to
that's the
come in.
second level.
I don't
The
know. No,
first
the
level,
original question. The
I asked,
original question he asked was
Y'all at the
who
basic
right.
is the
level. To
conductor?
me, that's the elementary level to me, bro. That's at preschool. What y'all saying right now, that's at preschool to me, bro.
Well,
Because we ain't right
you,
there right
Okay.
now.
well, brother,
We
You
ain't right
done?
there right now, bro.
You done? You done too?
we ain't gonna be in preschool, brother.
Yeah.
You're
At
not making
all.
now point. I need to get firework, first works up in here
Wow.
to get something said. Come on, first work.
And look, man, sometimes, bro, we don't want to. We make up every kind of excuse in the world not to put the blame where the blame. Yeah, of course we have some blame because we're the one trusting them, but we're trusting them. They're the orchestrators of this thing that we call white supremacy. They're the reason why we have a liberation struggle. They're the reason why we have poverty in Africa and all over the planet. They're the reason why we have wars and rumors of wars. It's them, not that we're blameless, not that we were perfect before they came into existence, but they created a system. They perpetuate that system, and part of that system is our being brainwashed. And if you want to blame us, if the chief wants to blame the victim for being a victim, that's the only point he could be making.
And the only thing I'm asking
to make a point, he didn't make it.
Listen, the only thing I'm asking is because I see somebody put in the chat. He says that the power structure was in place way before a landmass called Europe was heard of. You're absolutely right, but we're not talking about yesterday. We're talking about today. Today, around the world, who is the controller and the instigator and the manipulator of white supremacy?
Period.
Who's the conductor? That's all we're asking. We're not asking about kingdoms of yesterday. Today, around the planet, who dominates the thought? I was looking at a story of a brother in South Africa, man. He was running for mayor with a European wife. You know what I'm saying? And he literally had the audacity. To say, like, this is all of our fight because this is all of our country. Do we know how many of his ancestors were slaughtered by the Dutch? How do you honor your ancestors in a country? Now, it's a little bit different here because the relationships are different here. You have here in I guess in South Africa you would have that too. Some people fight for the liberation of so-called Black South Africans. I'm pretty sure you do, but so it's kind of different. But this guy, he literally on national TV like, yeah, we must all work together for everybody. His people were slaughtered so the Europeans can set up government and put them at the bottom of the ranking in the country of his homeland. And literally, he had no ambition to reclaim his original power. Blew me away when I seen that. This is recent. He said we need to get back on the path of Mandela. All of us working together for one unified South Africa. Do we know that the only time that Europeans is want to unify when you unify genuinely, but they saying they unify with you, but to control you?
That's it.
They want to control the resources.
That's it.
That's unification to them. They say, look, we unified, but give me your resources.
You can have one man, one vote. You can have one man, one vote as long as we control all the business and they control all the land and the business and the politicians.
And he said his fight was so everybody, the quote unquote white South Africans, the quote unquote Black South Africans can all be together and be free. I said, good goodness gracious, all his ancestors died. Blood is in the soil. That's a tough one right there. That's a tough one. I don't know. But that's called colonization of the mind. That's colonization of the mind. Because if I'm in my house today and you come and run me up out of my house, to my last day, you getting up out my house.
Yeah. And you will never, ever hear of a Jewish person marrying a German. ever talking about we are one.
Never.
Never.
They tell the Germans, give me my money. You better give me my money so I can get some nuclear weapons so you can never kill us again.
And you damn sure ain't gonna see one marry one of them.
Man, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go and get some nuclear weapons, and the guys are stripped and say, I dare you test me again. That's what them European Jews gonna do. I dare you test me again. I got some nuclear weapons for your behind now. See if you put me in a furnace now. And I own all the business you might not eat if we go to war.
And when Kendrick, when you say we have a problem with our mindset, our problem is that we don't have that mindset. We don't have that mindset that they have. So we got the mindset that we think we can be one with them. We can marry them. We can all kumbaya with them. But the Jews know better than that. They know an enemy when they see one, and we just don't recognize the enemy.
That was my whole point, bro. Like, at the end of the day, let me be the first to say, when it comes to talking about this, most of you guys are 100% more educated than me when it comes to talking about this, as far as that stuff. But my point that I was make, if we do got God on our side and we was the first, here on earth, the only way we could have really lost things and it got turned over to the European, it had to be mindset.
I agree with that to a degree, brother.
And I feel like what's going on in today's world, I'm one of those black dudes, even though y'all just disclaimed and said I don't point fingers at white people. I do. I've done that a whole lot. But I had to start asking myself, when am I going to start pointing the finger at myself?
That's what we talk. That's the whole conversation is about.
Self accountable, because it's a lot of things that they afflict on me. White people, the white man is treacherous. I would never run from saying that. The white man is foul, especially in this country. I can't speak for other countries because I never lived in one. But in this country, let's make it no secret. The white man is foul, and everybody in my city know I've confused the hell out my city because they like, he's talking about white people like this and then he dated a white girl. I've done this. But I'm not just trying to talk about a race. I'm trying to identify how am I going to really fix it? But at some point, I'm like, if I got God on my side, I got history on my side, I got all this power, I got this passion, the spirit of the ancestors, all this stuff, then why can't we conquer? Not just me.
Bro, you answering your own question, though. You answering your own question. It's not about blaming the European no more. It's about learning from past errors that we made as a people and not make them same errors today.
I said that an hour and 20 minutes ago.
No, I said that I was giving you a history lesson to show you what has happened, but now that we must not repeat it. And I said to you straight raw, I said, Kendrick, you are repeating it.
Tahaga, when you was talking, I said, so what you're saying is our weakness is we wasn't able to learn from our mistakes.
Well, yeah, you said, but what he was saying was our weakness is we keep trusting the European.
We keep doing it.
We keep trusting them.
Forget yesterday. Today.
But
today we trust them.
The thing that I kept trying to pinpoint is we have to get to that point that made us that mindset that we got to identify. What is that mindset to make us even start mingling or doing what it was?
Listen to me. Forget that mindset yesterday. What mindset do you have today to say that what you are living, how you are living is the correct way? Right. That's the mindset today. Yesterday is gone. The only thing we can worry about is, I'm going to give you an example like me. I'm a Moorish American through and through. I would never try to convert anybody, and I won't proselytize. I'll give people wisdom of which I subscribe to. I'm a Moorish American through and through. I've been a Moorish American proclaimed since I was 18. Have I been perfect? Nah, I had a lot of ups and downs. No, then I did not live the life like I supposed to all since I was 18, 47 now. The point that I'm making is this, bro. I had to learn the hard way. I could not be involved with a sister who was not a part of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Our ideals was different. Not that she wasn't my sister, not that I wasn't attracted to her. Our ideals were different. And after a couple bumps and bruises and falling flat on my face, I told myself I wasn't going to involve myself with a sister unless she was a proclaimed Moorish American, and not proclaimed because she's with me, but proclaimed because that's who she is before she met me. And when I decided that, my wife came to me. She drives me nuts. Beautiful. Gets on my nerve.
My thing
Love
is,
her. Drives me up the wall.
Before that chain of events, there was a path and there was a journey to it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And as people are trying to judge people when they're journeying.
No, we're not judging. We're having a conversation.
No,
and what I'm trying to tell you is that let me wrap. So let me tell you. The last thing I'm trying to say is I looked at my personal history and I asked myself, why do I end up in these dead end crazy relationships? And then the light came on. And so it's the same thing as a group of people. Why do we end up as a group of people at the other end of oppression? Because we make the same mistakes over and over. So as an individual and as a group of people, we must capitalize off our personal errors and move forward. I choose to capitalize off my personal errors and move forward. And don't get it twisted. My wife drive me crazy. She gonna get on me tonight. You don't think you was on there too long? And I must come back with her, and she gonna say, you know, the Quran say, and I'm be like, I'm not trying to hear what the Quran say tonight. You know what I'm saying? But we have she gonna throw this at me. Our principles are the same. Our principles are the same. And so that's all I'm saying, brother. I'm not telling you to leave your woman. That's not what I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you, as a group of people, we fail and run into the same brick wall because we don't take inventory. As I said, liberation is a business. It's a principled business. We don't take inventory on our past in order to discover our future. That's it. And as a people, we're going to continue to do it until we look back.
What you said, I agree with, but at the end of the day, you're speaking from a cultural point of view as far as people. But at the end of the day, when it boils down to it, we all still individuals. And each individual has a story. I have a story. Not once has anybody said, why do you date white women? And I don't care to share my story. I've shared my story with my city before. Everybody knows my story and what happened with me and why I started dating white women. There's a story behind it, a very serious story. A very powerful story. On top of that, a true story, a documented story, police report, everything involved with the story. It's a very, 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 very deep.
Save that for another show. Save that for another show.
My thing is everybody. What my point? I'm not going to tell the story. My point is we're all individuals, and we all think and we walk and talk the way we talk for certain reasons. You can't just say you shouldn't be talking like that. What if that kid's never been around nothing but people from broken environments to where they talk a certain way? Like I used to look at people like prime example, Lamar Jackson. Y'all got Lamar Jackson in common with us. Lamar Jackson was a quarterback at the University of Louisville, and he's now Baltimore Ravens quarterback. I remember when he first got to Louisville, before he got displayed on the Heisman Award, I was like, why does he talk like that? That's horrible. Because I had never really heard nothing like that. But then when I realized where he was raised, and he's truly from,
I think that's young though, King Kendrick, because
bro, let me make my point. My point is we be judging people. I judged that man from the way he talked. But then when I got his story, because I thought collectively as when I was 18 and such, I knew I didn't talk like that. But when I got his story, it made sense. It made sense. But y'all ain't got nobody's story, but yet y'all judging people.
No, it's not judging. Stop. I think we're using the wrong term, judging.
You good, Rico.
Brother, we're having a conversation. We're having a conversation, brother, and you characterizing it as judging. It's not judging. It's a conversation, and everybody has an opinion, and everybody has some facts to enter into the conversation. But it's not judging because we're gonna cut this off, and you're gonna do what you do anyway.
When you go watch the beginning.
Can I speak real quick to you, Femi?
The fact King
No.
T said he's gonna hit me in my mouth and I'm a punk, that's judging. At the end of the day, that was judging.
Now he's security. Now
that was judging. I don't care who he is. That's
I'm
judging.
flag kicking.
I don't care who he is. At the end of the day, he's not gonna hit me in my mouth. I don't care who he is. I'm a grown man. He's not gonna hit me.
Why you gotta bring that back up, brother? Come on.
You saying it wasn't?
Hey. Let me speak. Let me speak.
The way he came on the show.
Because you sensitive. You sensitive. You know what I mean? You more sensitive than some of the women I know. You know what I'm saying? You okay? You okay?
He's
you
a clown,
okay, Femi?
I'm already dealing with enough clowns. He's a clown. He's a clown in my book. I'm dealing with enough clowns already.
No, I'm talking to you facts, Femi.
When you go back, the way he entered the show, he was judging and disrespectful. That's judging.
Okay, brother. Okay, brother. Okay, we good, brother. Let's recover.
Hold on.
Let's give everybody 2 minutes, and then we get out of here. It's 12:30 on the East Coast. Hey, brother, it's 12:30. Brother King Eagle, you up first. Come on, brother. What you got to say on closing, brother?
Hey, I'm just glad all y'all in the struggle, bro. That's number one. You know, I'm just glad to see everybody in the struggle.
Brother, that's the best thing you said all night. That you
bro,
glad we all in the struggle. Praise the Lord for that. I'm glad,
bro. We all in.
No, because it's gonna take all of us. You're right, brother. My bad.
Yeah, principle. You know, we all in the struggle, so everybody just keep that in mind. You know, so when you run into that person that you see in the struggle or whatever we're struggling for, because believe me, we all getting ready to be struggling for the same thing. You know what I mean? So, you know, freedom and air, having to breathe air, drink good water, eat good food. Man, we all in the same struggle right now. So, you know, with that being said, just keep all that in mind. You know, when you're dealing with some of these politicians that look just like you, when you're dealing with some of these pastors that look like you, I'm even talking about some of them that, you know, come in the form in the mosque that look like us. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what kind of form that they look like us. Because right now, man, hey, a lot of us are just looking us the wrong way, you know, because we so comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But hey, ain't no doubt though, the white supremacy, I agree 100% with y'all. You know, white supremacy is the root. You know what I'm saying? It's traveling all over the world because you see everybody all over the world got masks on. So, oh yeah, most definitely, it's the root, bro. I'm with you, Tarak, on that one. No doubt about that, bro. But you know, and I apologize too. You know, I must say that too. I didn't mean to call everybody, you know, in a preschool level. Now I don't do those things, not at all.
It's all right, brother. I appreciate you. I hope you come back so we can do some panel discussions, man. I hope y'all hit my email, man. Especially, I appreciate. You know what? Let's be clear. This is what makes social media today. Many of us are not used to. Many of us are older. Kendrick is younger than us. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of grew up with social media. I don't know, First Works Media, myself, and I know Chief Eagle, we're probably a little older. So, you know, you would think that if we adjust
college debate, man.
No, what I'm just saying, you would think that we adjusting would be a little bit trying as opposed to King Kendrick because this is his generation. You know what I'm saying? But
you had 6 people on the panel though, bro, against a young man.
I get that. But
yeah, so you can expect for that to go just like it did.
This is the social media era. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say that it's not going backwards. This type of dialogue, because everybody got a camera, everybody got a cell phone. This is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But as we move forward, it just be good if we can respect each other. You know what I'm saying? I salute my brother King T, but I would hope that King T wouldn't go to the extreme, to the confrontation and conflict part. You know what I'm saying? Because in fact, we ain't going backwards. This is going to be the future.
Right.
Dialoguing like this.
Like that one day. We all was King T one day, bro. I'm from Cali, so I know where King T coming from.
I ain't gonna front. I love it. Hey, not because he was talking to King Kendrick. I'm telling you, it felt like I was watching Boys in the Hood, and MC8 was just about to go in.
Just love for you, bro. That's what he was doing. He was just showing love for you. It
Yeah,
really
yeah.
didn't have nothing to do with Kendrick's personality or nothing. He just was showing love for you with what you've been doing, bro. And I feel that too. You know, bro was showing a lot of love for you. You know, just
Yeah.
like when bro came, he said that I
Hey,
didn't get, y'all shut down my points. He just was showing some love for me, bro. That's what it is. It's all about. You know what I'm saying? But we
But
got
that's the
always
age that we
remember,
in. We are in this. You know what,
yeah,
though, brother, Chief
yeah,
Eagle? That's the social media era, and we
oh,
need to be able to. We need to be able to walk away as men and brothers at the end of the day.
bottom line, bro. Because
Camera cut
tomorrow
off.
we telling us to put masks on. Tomorrow they gonna be telling you, man, I walked in the store today. You told me to get out the store because I'm not putting no mask on, bro. Straight up.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not weakening my immune system. It's not going down. So I'm gonna be the first one to get kicked out. So hey, let's talk about that, man. Because
See
I'm,
right
I'm,
there,
I'm,
right there,
different.
Chief Eagle, right there.
I'm gonna
That's
take,
me and your conversation, cause I don't
yeah,
like it, man.
hey, I'm gonna take that, bro. I'll go in the store and I'll give them hell. I'm not
Hey,
putting
Chief
on no
Eagle,
mask, bro.
email me. We're gonna do a show on COVID, bro. Talk about the mask. I'm
hey,
Oh
putting my
yeah.
hey, I just
I got a whole. Oh yeah, I used to work for Dr. Savvy, bro. I'll tell you, I'll rip anybody up on that for
Hey,
sure.
bro, email me, bro, so we can do that show. I'm putting the
Okay.
email right here. Now let me get my brother Kendrick. Anything else you want to say in close? Anybody you want to holler at? Shout your social media out.
Like my wife, she on my
first
wife on me. I'm out
I'll
of
let you
peace.
because I want to tell you thank you. Like I always tell you, thank you for the opportunity. No love lost on my end. My respect level for you is high. One thing I've never really got to do with you is debate. It felt good to be on the opposite end of Tahaga just because orange sharpens orange. When we've been on the show, unfortunately, I've agreed with you on most of your topics, and I've never been in a position to debate with you. So me being on the other end, I actually appreciate it. I like to measure myself, see where I'm at because iron does sharpen iron. Unfortunately, some people might have took it as disrespectful. At the end of the day, like I was making the point about Kobe. Kobe loved Mike, studied him to the T, but when he was on the court with him, it was a wrap. It wasn't about none of that respect. We was in a heated debate. I just want to say this:
I don't take that personal, King Kendrick. I do social media. It don't matter to me. People threaten my life. It don't bother me.
well, some people might have looked at I was disrespecting you because I heard the brother King T say I was disrespecting you. He said I might have pronounced your name wrong. Let me get one thing clear.
King T, my man. He on post. He's
Hey,
security.
I pronounce a lot of things wrong, and I've been having a cough drop in my mouth the whole time, so my words are getting caught up. But at the end of the day, I just want to say this, man. Thank you for the opportunity. Anybody want to take shots at me? I'm all for it, man. Because at the end of the day, if the president has to go through national debates before the world to become president, then who am I to try to rise at anything that got to do with the culture, representing Brianna or anything, and not be tested? And I think anybody who's in the position that I'm in, and this goes for the Tamika Mallory's, the Mysons, I think what y'all fail to realize, people like Myson and Tamika Mallory, they skipped this stage. I'm not skipping this
That's
stage.
right. That's
I'm not,
right.
and I'm not running from
Hey,
it.
King Kendrick, I can salute that, bro. Because guess where I got my training at? On 125th Street with the most seasoned debaters, brother. And the Moors was on their back. I'm
Right.
talking about we were the most disrespected in the conscious community. Anybody ever watch that stuff?
Right.
Before Tahaka Bay came, we were the most disrespected. Bro, just like you were surrounded tonight.
Right.
Bro, imagine being surrounded with the Kemet brothers, with the Hebrew brothers. They looking at you saying, yeah, you work with the white man to enslave Africans. And I'm surrounded. Bro, I came out there rumbling. And today, and this is no ego, bro. Today, reason why I say I'm the people's grand sheik, because more people do not subscribe to Morris Science Temple of America or Prophet Obadiah Ali, but they subscribe to the wisdom that I kick and they comrade with me. So, brother, every fight is a good one.
That's why I'm here. I'll be all the way honest. I'm not a Moor, but I love the wisdom that you kick. I'm drawn into the wisdom. But at the end of the day, just because somebody is wise, just because somebody is a good person and role model for you, that don't mean you can't challenge them sometimes.
You're supposed to.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, this was my moment. The people can judge how it went, but at the end of the day, my goal is to never disrespect nobody. But when I'm disrespected, I'm gonna have to learn.
Hold up, my bodyguard back in here. Hold up, calm down.
I'm gonna have to
Bro, listen, family. Listen.
Hold up.
Hey,
Hold
Kendrick, this, yeah. Let me. Hey, this is for me to you, right? For me to you, right? You know what I mean? When you step on a platform,
I'm going West Coast,
you know what I mean? And when you call people idiots and all that, bro, you're never gonna get no far. Because sometimes I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? From me to you, you know what I mean? The reason why I go with that king is I hold that highly of what I am, not because I think people are beneath me. You see what I'm saying? You family, right? You know what I mean? So when you sit there and chastise and criticize or disrespect people and everything else, especially a brother like Tarka, right? And sit up here giving you a platform to sit there and get your name out there. You know what I mean? Because you try to do it on your own. I've seen your YouTube videos, family.
Bro, I've
you
never
see what I'm saying?
in a day in my life.
No,
Never.
but you can't call. Listen. Nobody was coming down on you. You can't start with calling people idiots and this. We don't. Hey, bro, I'm just telling you right now. Where I come from, that's disrespectful.
I've never.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, hey, listen, bro. You was nitpicking. You was just looking for any and everything, bro. You came in the show. You came in the show talking bad about me, bro. And you've been on me the whole
about
show.
What?
That's cool,
about
bro.
what? About what?
My opinion.
I don't know nothing about you.
Hey, my opinion. You should know everything about me. I truly don't know nothing about you. But in my opinion, for some odd reason, you jealous of me. Or you just testing me, one or the other. But either way, bro, it is what
Hey, bro, see, so the way you feel, you a sucker. That's why I got no respect for you. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
That's why I tell you I punch in your face because you a sucker.
And I'll tell you that you won't.
You a punk.
I'll tell you that you won't.
You know what I mean? Nigga, live and direct.
That's
live
cool.
and direct.
But listen,
you know
bro.
Don't sit there because you got the white woman beside you, whatever the case was,
that
sat there and helped you out one time. Then she said they go sit there and help you out every other time. She ain't gonna help you out. She ain't gonna help you out.
Now you gotta come
punch
me in my
You's a sucker.
Bro.
Don't sit there. Hey. This how I grew up, right? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's not what we're talking about.
How I grew up, whatever. No, because you're disrespectful, family. You think you're smarter than everybody. You think you're gonna come over here. You think you're gonna come over here and hijack this man's show. You think you'll come over here and hijack this man. You think you're smarter than Taharka on real talk. That's how in the back of your head, you really think like that. You know what I mean? You one of them sucker ass brothers that sit there and think you gonna sit there and play this little game, and none of us ain't playing that little game with you, family. You know what I mean? I'm the kid. I'll pull your cord. I'll pull your cord.
You're a sucker.
Don't be highly of ourselves. Should we not think highly of ourselves?
I'll pull your cord. I'll pull your cord. How about that?
Card to pull. Ain't no card to pull because
you a sucker. You a sucker. You a sucker for real.
Hey, King, man, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much.
Come on. Because you got European woman too.
You got a what?
Hold up. King T. I salute you, bro. This is a good show. I gotta get ready to go because my wife in here. But I gotta get that Love Queen to come on and say her point, and then I gotta get Fresh Works in. So Love Queen, the floor is yours, sis.
You're gonna have to show me.
Love Queen, unmute yourself.
I'm a show me person. Show me.
Hold up, Kendrick. Love Queen, the floor is yours. You gotta unmute yourself.
Show me.
Let me see.
Show me.
I dog walk you.
You got yourself muted.
Show me.
I dog walk you. You punk.
Show me. You're gonna have to show.
You got them cousin. They ran down on your cousin.
Keep playing. I'm gonna come slide in your town. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me.
Okay. Right through the drive-through.
Show me. Show me.
King T, I'm coming out west soon, bro.
Show me.
Somebody, man, they hard on you tonight, Kendrick. In the audience, they hard on you, brother.
They
singing King T tonight.
I shook up the world.
You a sucker. You came in. You know why I came in?
The world.
Because you thought you was winning.
Fire
You ain't winning
emojis.
nothing. You ain't winning
Fire
nothing.
emojis.
Fire what?
Fire
You burn
emojis.
yourself.
Fire
Burn yourself.
emojis. Fire
Luke
emojis.
kid. You Luke
Fire emojis. Fire emojis. Fire emojis. Fire emojis. Fire emojis. Fire emojis.
I got my
Fire emojis. Fire emojis. Ain't no show. Fire emojis. Fire
Hey, look, we don't agree
emojis.
with everything Ken just
Fire
said.
emojis.
Damn,
Fire
bro.
emojis.
We
Fire
didn't agree to
emojis.
get blasted like
Fire
that, man.
emojis. Fire emojis.
Like
Fire
people,
emojis.
people argue to call each other name, but bro,
Anyway,
you
he
gotta
doing
punch the dude in his face.
he doing way too much that time. Anyway, with that being said, family, I love Queen. Can
Brother
you
B.
get Oh, there you go, sis. What it do?
Hey y'all, I was just saying that, man. Listen, y'all went hard on Kendrick tonight, man. Listen, y'all went hard on Kendrick. Y'all went hard on Kendrick at the King
But sis, do you notice this, right?
What's up?
When I mentioned the topic, right, I really wasn't going to say nothing. I say, what do y'all think? Kendrick comes right in and hit the link and comes in after I drops the topic. The best thing to do was let me sit this one out.
Yep, keep your mind closed.
Let me sit this one out. But I said I'm gonna change the topic, and this is the topic. Even when you go to the YouTube page, I changed everything.
Yeah.
So the point is, maybe I should set this one out.
Right. Because it was bad. It was bad, man.
It was bad.
It's bad. But I mean, listen, I just want us to be able to all talk. I want us to be able to at least have a dialogue, whether we agree or disagree. You feel what I'm saying? Well, we ain't gonna agree with everybody, we're gonna disagree, but let's just respect each other. But I do like it tonight. Y'all had me in here rolling. So like I appreciate everybody. Like we need to have these healthy debates, but we also need to respect each other. And I salute Moorish World TV for getting everybody on here, for us being on here till almost 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And hold on now, before I let this slide, I heard you say Arnie had his old lady was a pinto too.
Yeah.
I heard you say that too now. Yeah, we ain't gonna let that slide, but
What?
that's
Yeah, he got him a snow bunny with a dashiki on.
Salute, brother B.
He got a snow bunny with a dashiki on.
Listen, I respect everybody.
I appreciate you, sis, for all that you do in the chat. I want to get my brother. I want all the smoke in, and then I got to get out of here. You know, my wife listen. My wife is about your complexion. I want all the smoke, and she don't play that old other stuff, man.
Listen. At the end of the day, bro, whoever choose the people mess with, that's who they choose to mess with. All y'all that try to get at me, whatever on this thing. I ain't hard to find. I'll be all across all 48 United States, bro.
There you go, King T.
I'll be all over United States. King T, you know I was over there, it was snowing and everything over there. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I'll be all over the United States, but I ain't hard to find, bro. I have to drop my number in the link. Whoever want to link up, we can link up and we can do it like that. We ain't gonna do all that talking. We ain't gonna do all that talking. You better tell them, KT. Hey, yo, Tahaka, on some realness though. Yo, on some realness, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you've done for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you helped me out a lot in a lot of situations. You know what I mean? You, Akanak Salam Bey, all the brothers over there in the Moorish community, you know what I'm saying? For more science and stuff like that, bro, I appreciate all of y'all, dog, like y'all wouldn't imagine.
And I appreciate you too, bro. And like what people don't know, somebody say, what was the point of this show? What the F is the point of this show? Christian. This is social media. I just said it 5 minutes ago. This is where your entertainment and edutainment will be for the next 50 years until you pass away. This is what it is. Get used to it. If you didn't like the content here, there's over 1,000 other places you could go. They got Caffeine. They got other networks everywhere you can go. But this is it. This type of information and this type of dialogue and interaction is where we're at and where we're going to be. There is no more turn on channel 13 and watch Jerry Springer. No, you'll be able to click through IG. So this is it now. And so, but you have options. You don't have to be here. So don't come up in here and ask the goofy question like, what was the point of this show? What's the point of you here asking such a dumb question? This is it. This is entertainment, education, and inspiration.
So Anna, you be having your snow bunny dressing as dashiki and stuff like that?
Nah. I love so I'm saying like multiple ones.
Everybody understand that?
So you don't get.
Let me say this before I get my brother first.
One.
I want everybody pressing one. Do you understand what Moorish World TV is? It's entertainment, education, and inspiration. It's not necessarily in that order, but that's what it is. You're going to be educated, you're going to be entertained, and you're going to be inspired. That's just what it is. I'm not going to give you some religious rants. Oh, come to the temple. Make sure you get affairs. They're $49.99. These are the best ones. You can't get this off. I'm not doing all that. Come and buy a Quran. Buy 3 of them. You get 3 for $9.99. I'm not doing none of that.
Hold up, dog. I just saw the final corn of bean pies.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I want to inspire you,
I swear to God, dog.
And make your day better than it was before you turned on this channel. That's what I want to do. And I appreciate all those who helped me do that. I want to smoke Ani, Chief, King T, and Ani. Let me get you before I get out here. Ani, you moved all the way to Maine for European, so don't you talk.
No, hold on. That's not what happened, bro. That's not what happened. Like, let me give you the full story again.
I don't want the full story. Did you find a European off the internet and relocate to Maine?
Nah. Well, yeah. But like, I was supposed to be here. I was only supposed to be here for like 2 months. Like 2 months. And then I was supposed to like move like California or Arizona, but yeah, I'm still stuck here, man.
What she say to you to make you say, you know what? Heck with California. I'm staying in all places, Maine. Not even Florida.
She didn't make me stay here. I'm just like, I'm having a hard time saving money and moving. I was supposed to move last year, but
you got a European with no money.
Coronavirus. What's that?
You got a European with no money?
Oh no. So now we fell out, though.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. But I was
supposed to move in November of 2020 to like Florida or something like that, Arizona, but coronavirus happened and messed up everything.
It was a joke though. But did you get a European that's broke though?
Nah, she was actually rich. Like her parents were rich and everything, but.
And you got stuck in Maine with a rich European?
Yeah, pretty much, man. She tried to use me. Nah, she was trying to scam me and shit. It turns out.
Make you a little buddy. You know how they be adopted Africans? She tried to make you a little buddy. Look, Mom.
Yeah, she might have tried that. So
much. The name of Ani.
Oh, come on, maybe kind of rude.
No, I'm just playing, brother. I'm just joking. I love you, my brother. I appreciate you coming on, brother, because you come on. You took a beating the first time, but you just cool, calm, and collect. Ain't even noticed that you was getting your head whacked.
When? When was this?
The first. See, I told you, ain't even know.
But you talking about today?
You my man.
No, first time.
The first time when I was talking about white people?
Yeah, the first time you came over here talking about young Pharaoh and all that.
Nah, I don't think I took a beam, but if you say something.
You cool though. That's why you my guy. I like how he said, my guy. You my guy. I'm taking that.
Hey, you my guy. You my guy. You know,
I like that.
Ani, you know, hey, bro. You know, I respect you because you come in and you speak your topics, everything else. But you know, the common theme is right though, is respect. You know what I mean? When I smell suckers, you know what I'm saying? When people come in and think they're gonna trample over things and think they smarter than everybody and think they're gonna walk over everybody, everything else. Hey, bro, that's disrespectful in my eyes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I've been here a long time, everything else, and that's how I'm built. You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, dog.
We gotta get pissed off.
Hey, hold up. Hey, Cryptonomics, you liked this show tonight, didn't you, Crip? Hey, Crip, press 1 if you like this show tonight. I know Crip loved this show because Crip been dying. He's been dying to flame somebody.
At the end of the day, bro, we Hell yeah. Crypto like that drama stuff though.
Nah,
But
Crypto been dying to flame somebody, but I'm gonna leave that one alone because King T.
okay, at the end of the day,
No,
bro.
no, no. Hey, look. I respect y'all, man. You know what I mean? I respect my Moorish, you know what I mean? Moorish community. You feel me? My family, right? You know what I mean? And I never seen a cat come like that. That's the crazy part about it. Kendrick came so strong and so like, hey, bro, nobody trying to challenge you about who you date, who you sleeping with. Nobody care about none of that. You know what I mean? We're just telling you, like, hey, if you sleeping with her, do you really have like you know what I mean? The black agenda behind you. That's all that it was.
Yeah,
You
but
know
at
what I
the
mean?
end of the
Some people
day,
take
bro,
it personal.
we got to stick together, come on one accord and move as one. We don't all have to follow the same faith or nothing like that. We just got to come and move as one.
But the thing is though, I want all the smoke, and I'm gonna let Fireworks take us out right after this. The thing is, I want all the smoke that we all not gonna move as one.
I already know.
When we recognize one who's not gonna move as one, then it's just time to move on. You cannot keep somebody armed to move as one. Once you show all the signs, and not saying that that's Kendrick, I'm just generally speaking. We are
That's
not
Kendrick.
out of our head that we're all one day going to move as one towards utopia. That's not going to happen. You know what's going to happen? Like-minded people are going to move as one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about everybody, bro, because everybody going to do it.
Find out that is not the like-minded. What I say all the time when I debate people on Moorish, because that's where most of my debates come from, with Moorish or religion and things like that. I say people all the time, I'm not trying to change the person I'm debating mine, but hopefully I can help the spectator to get a newfound respect for Moorish science. The debate of mine is fixed. He's stuck. But the one who is listening may get the true lesson to help them throughout life. The person that you're usually talking to face, their mind is 9 times out of 10 is fixed. That 1% is a very small percent. But that 90%, their mind is usually fixed. But the one who is spectating, the one who is looking on, that's hope for that one. And that's this 328 and almost 450 people that was in the audience tonight. It's hope for them. So let our brother, let's say nothing.
Peace and love to all the kings and queens. I don't think you should bring Kendrick on because I don't think nobody's going to watch it after tonight. Peace and love to everybody. You hear me?
I salute you. I want all the smoke. But let's hear out before you go, brother. Let's hear
I'm hear him.
Because my brother was giving up some powerful wisdom. I would love to get him on the show. I know it's some topics we could talk about. You know, King T always welcome. Ani always welcome. But First Works Media, that brother was kicking he was dropping some stuff on us. So I'm gonna let him close us out. And as soon as he finished, I'm gonna say peace and it's a wrap. So, brother, take us out, brother. Give us some wisdom.
Man, I just want to shout out everybody. I want all the smoke, Ani, King T, and Kendrick, man. I want to shout Kendrick out because I loved what that brother did as far as Breonna Taylor and bringing out the information that he brought out. And then being courageous enough to come to the public with it. And then for you being courageous enough to bring it to the public. And all that you've been doing, brother Taharka, against the grain, against the ones who run their mouth. So I just came on here to give a shout out to everybody. I appreciate the conversation, man. I love to come back. I love to come back on the show. I do a show called Doing the Math with Dr. Wesley. And
brother Wesley Muhammad?
Yeah.
You playing with me, brother?
No. We do a show called Doing the Math with Dr. Wesley. And you heard of it, King T? You seen clips before?
A little bit, yes, sir.
Yeah. So
we do on YouTube?
There are clips of it on YouTube and Facebook, but mainly it's on our platform called NFA, Never Fall Again, NFAstudios.com. So
Studios.com. All right, let me put that down.
Yeah, we're creating content. We got a platform because we know YouTube ain't gonna be here forever. Facebook ain't gonna be. They censoring us, so that's a place where we can go. But in the meantime, we putting clips out on social media. But Doing the Math with Dr. Wesley. Yeah, I heard you, Brother Taharka. I heard you talking about him before. So yeah, I know about his days on 125th Street and yours too.
You talk about Dr. Wesley Muhammad.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not talking about Dr. Wesley Muhammad.
Yeah.
You're talking about that Dr. Wesley Muhammad.
That one right there. Yeah.
That's who you talking about.
Yes, sir.
Hey, brother, this is what I'm talking about when people have a track record. When I was talking about Grandmaster Jay, I said, this brother has no track record.
Right.
No verifiable track record.
Right.
You see how fast I can throw up that picture?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can throw up a picture with every leader who has a name in our community.
Absolutely.
And guess what? Half of these pictures I don't even put online. They are my personal keepsake because I don't clout chase.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man, that's my guy, man.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy. He's been on the show before.
Sir?
I said he's been on the show before.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him. The last time I say this, the last time I was going to bring him, something was going on, and everybody in the nation was it was a gag order, and you know, at the time the nation was just watching something play out. I forget what it was. Something was playing out. And so everybody was watching. So I kind of slipped past me that time. But I got to get him back on because I want to talk about that weed. That book.
Yeah.
Man, that about that weed, man. Woo.
And now they giving weed. Now they gonna give you some weed to take a shot.
So yeah, brother. What's the platform, brother? Do you have a link?
NFA Studios. I'm gonna put it in the platform right now. I can't put it in the chat.
You should.
Oh, I can put it in the chat.
You can put it on the chat if you're on a laptop.
Yeah, you need to put that in the chat, brother. And man, tell Dr. Wesley you been. He said, tell him you been out here with Tahaka Bay. You know, everybody know I'm loud, right?
I put it in there.
Well, I probably have to let me see. I probably have to release it in there when it comes up the stream.
Okay.
Because if you put a link in there, it might don't come up. But yeah, I would love to put it in there. If you email it to me, I would like to put it in the comment section also.
Absolutely.
I'll put it in the comment section myself. So if you can put it in the back chat. Are you able to hit it in the back chat?
Yeah.
Of StreamYard? Yeah, bro. Because I appreciate the wisdom. And man, I just think that man, we need as much wisdom as we can get. You know what I mean? Even when King T comes forth and say, listen, man, you trying to undermine my mind.
Man. You know what I mean? Facts.
And you know,
like that wasn't cool though. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Hey, I respect y'all. You know what I mean? I got much respect for y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying, you bro? You know what I mean? All we got, like I tell y'all all the time, right? That's all we got to stay true to. You know what I'm saying, you? And whoever want to have a dialogue, whatever the case was, let's keep it respectful. You know what I mean? The people that sit there and think they're going to walk in here and think they're going to act like they better than somebody, right? Hey, I'm not playing with none of that. Period. You know what I mean? I respect you to heart for real, my guy.
And not to cut you off, can you see before you go?
Yeah.
He ain't win nothing, dog, because he still didn't answer the question.
Come on, you know that. You know that.
All
you know
is
what I mean?
all is well. And you know what? I want to get to the point where I'm like First Works Media. He be so powerful but diplomatic.
Yeah. Much respect, First Work Media. Hey, I respect you, bro.
Much respect to you. Yeah, much respect.
I'm gonna come
salute to you.
Hey, bro, he be like that Obama. He be like that Obama powerful. Obama be so articulate.
He do though.
Like you go home 2 days later, it's like, man, did he cuss me out? Or what did he say? Man, let me rewind the tape. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm trying to get to. Bro, that's where I'm trying to get to. You know what I mean? That I can give you, because I'm get loud. Like I'll get too worked up sometimes. Like you, King T, you you ain't there yet.
Hey, look, hey, we was an hour and a half in. He said, I'm winning. I said, what? Winning what?
And then I want all the smoke. He ready to go get all the smoke.
Man, come on.
He's young, man.
We're not. Yeah, I let my brother speak. Go ahead.
You gotta understand, he's a young brother too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just young.
I salute him, though.
Be optimistic.
I don't think there is nobody on the internet has done research as it relates to Breonna Taylor, like Kendrick Wilson, hands down. Not none. not
Respect.
you know,
Respect.
Yeah.
and if I can help him get that information out, then that's a good service, you know. But now on the other part about, you know, fighting for total liberation of a group of people, that's a tough one if you are married to a European. It just is. It is what it is. But with that being said, I salute y'all, family.
Salute, brothers.
Peace and love, my brothers.
I want y'all to go there and check it out. NFAstudios.com. Check it out. My brother First Media Work, King T, King Kendrick. I want all the smoke, Chief, Ani, and everybody that joined us. I thank y'all, and I see y'all next go around. And King Kendrick, the brother Chill, Chris, will be back tomorrow, and he's coming for your head. So you got another night on the chopping block. Peace and love, family.
Peace and love.
Respect.
Peace.
Family.